Hello and welcome to the Life is Storytelling podcast. Today is February 12th of 2026. I'm your host, Chris Pierce, joined by my co-host, OG Egg. We're going to have some questions about that. Ernest Gonzalez, how you doing, bud?
Oh, very good, sir. Very good. Especially after that,
Yeah.
for sure.
What is
Yeah.
the OG Egg?
Um, the old voice actor for Kratos introduced himself as OG DC, I
I
believe. That's his
see.
initials.
I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. We just happened to be watching a show that has somebody named Egg. And I was just like, I don't know.
And I'm the OG Ernest Gonzalez, sir.
Isn't that not true?
Why not?
Is that not your father's name?
I mean, yeah. Yeah. I'm getting there. I'm 37 now. I've done
OG
my
means
time.
original. It has nothing to do with age. Regardless, we're here. We're here. I know
I've
we
heard my
originally.
nickel.
I was just checking my Ernest lore is all I was doing.
Yeah,
Um,
no, good job. Good job. But that is my father's name as well.
all
Yes.
right, all right, baby bird,
So
don't
you
come at
got
me
me
now.
there. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so as y'all heard last week, if you follow us or whatever, we love you if you do. We were going to be reviewing Fallout Season 2 this week. A PlayStation State of Play was announced. We opted to go for that because it's pure games. It's just pure games. Obviously, sometimes you get adaptations in there, but yeah, it's just game announcements, and we opted to do that. So instead, what's going to happen is Saturday, I am going to be putting out a review of Fallout Season 2. So be on the lookout for that. It'll be on YouTube, TikTok, everything else. But today, for our Gamescast, we're talking about the first State of Play of 2026. Was it a banger? Was it what's the opposite? A terrible thing?
Non-banger.
Non-banger? No, a burger. A burger after burger. Um, but
Burger after
I
burger.
think it's fair to say. I think we're gonna say this is a banger. I think we got ourselves a banger here
Probably the best one in a while,
in a
I'll say.
while. In a
Right.
while. Like
Yeah.
I obviously haven't done the research. We just watched the state of play, but I feel like because obviously there's always gonna be your first. Like you have your first Xbox. We've now had the first of the big three for everybody. If you count the Xbox Developer Direct, maybe we don't because they're gonna have another showcase later. I don't know. But I feel like our first state of play of last year was like I don't remember it. I don't. I don't know. Granted,
Nah.
it could happen
Yeah.
again this like next year. Thinking about this year, because we get
We
so
could completely forget.
we could
Yeah.
we could,
Yeah.
but I know I won't forget is the feeling. And that is that I'm really I'm excited to talk about some things here. Honestly, I was going into the state of play pretty like low expectations. I was like, there's only gonna be a few notes, few things we're gonna talk about. I have a few things I want to talk about for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, man, this is exciting time to be a PlayStation fan and just games in general. You know how it is. Um, but yeah, so for today's Gamescast, Chris and Ernest, we're talking about the PlayStation State of Play, first State of Play of 2026, and talking about firsts here. Somebody got to mark their first thing off of their bingo card, and we're gonna do it right
This
here
guy.
on the recording. Hell yeah! But as we always do, we're gonna go kind of out of order with what we're talking about. The only thing is we're keeping the bookends, so we're gonna talk about what they started with, then go off on our own journey there, and then talk about what they ended with. So, without further ado, what they opened the PlayStation State of Play with 2026, first one of the year, Kenna, Bridge of Spirits sequel, Kenna, Scars of Cosmora. Would you say it that way?
No, good job.
Okay, yeah.
Um, yeah, cause yeah,
In my
yeah,
mind, I'm putting
cause
an H there, but it's not.
I want to say the S like a Z
I gotcha.
is what it
Cosmora. Oh,
is.
you know what? I could see
That's
that too.
how I want to,
Gotcha.
but
Gotcha.
who knows?
It doesn't help that it was at the beginning. We've heard a lot of different things since then. But regardless, Kenna sequel. Not only that, it's slated for
Wait,
2026. I don't.
yeah,
I didn't think this is gonna be the thing that Ember Lab is working on because Kenna was their debut title. Um, we haven't heard from them. Obviously, it's been about 5 years since we've gotten anything from them, and yeah, I didn't think this is gonna be where we were gonna see them again. I kind of forgot about them, and not only that, when I saw the logo, I was like, no way it's Kenna. It's the sequel to Kenna Bridge of Spirits. Time has actually passed. Kenna is older, and we're going to be interacting with more of the living as well as the dead, as you did in that first game. And you're going to have a cute, awesome animal companion. And it just, dude, it is gorgeous. Ernest, what'd you think of this
Yeah,
trailer?
it's so pretty. I
Yeah,
have to agree with you on that. And I too did not see this coming at
yeah,
all.
no,
Um, Sometimes I started Kenna back in the day. So
yeah.
Chris played and beats Kenna. Did you plat it or anything like
I did
that?
not. Justin did plat it.
I think that requires a hard mode play
I think
as
so.
well.
And I don't
And
do this.
it's not the most easy game out there
Yeah.
and like that, like even on the regular difficulty. So but I started it and then I got distracted. You remember when I was in Utah? We got
Oh,
episodes from
that's
when I
right.
was in Utah.
That's right. That's right.
And
That's right. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I started it out there and I did not get to play like I wanted. And then Beef came out. Man, that was
Great
really
show. And we're
distracting.
getting season 2 this year.
And yeah, I'm so excited for
I'm
that. That
surprised
cast
that
is
they didn't.
crazy. But yeah, I had put it down and I just didn't make it back around. But I'm probably going to have to before this comes out because I
Mm,
most definitely want to play it. It looks amazing. The first one was really, really good.
yeah.
It was not that game's fault that I stopped playing it. I am really looking forward to this. Like it definitely looks like more of the same, but it of course I expect things to like escalate in all different types
Yeah.
of ways. Like from the story to the stakes in that story to the gameplay, which they did go into a little bit of detail with the developers, at least
Mm,
saying that like the combat is going to be like expanded and
yeah.
things like this. So I'm very much looking forward to this, and but more than anything, I'm just blown away by those dang graphics, man. As soon
Yeah,
as
they're
you see
beautiful.
her like you riding a mount through a field and just everything in the
You're gonna get them
background and
out.
stuff,
I mean, this
jeez,
is I assume bigger areas to explore. I'm not gonna assume
yeah,
open
yeah,
world yet.
yeah.
But I mean, at very least, beautiful open zones here. And yeah, I'm right there with you, dude. This looks like it's a day one, 100%. And yeah, it's just the few things that it was lacking in that original title, they're already kind of touching on because you only have so many people you actually interact with in terms of like story and whatnot. And they do like they make a point to literally bring up that yeah, you're gonna be using your powers both for the living and the dead in a much grander scale. And Kenna being older, I do think that's gonna play a part into this, just that coming of age element to it. Very excited, very excited because that first one, like it, there are some simplistic parts, maybe a little more towards the combat, um, but the story itself starts out for like a pretty basic premise of, I mean, there you got your blight, and you're getting rid of the blight and helping people
Forest
out.
be
Or are you doing
blighted
that? It be
out here.
happening, bro. It be
Forest
happening.
do be blighted though. Yeah.
But when you get to the actual like stories of the people you're helping and stuff like that, I remember those just really hitting home, and especially in the final boss fight, when you actually finish it and get to the end of that story. And I mean, if this is an evolution, and of course we always want to go bigger from that, I have all the faith in the world because I have no reason to doubt them otherwise. But yeah, dude, and also we haven't said it. Strong opening for your show, man. I was
Yeah.
like, dude, so
Well placed stuff
because I
there.
will say,
Right.
Ernest has a TikTok out. If you haven't already seen it, I say TikTok. It's on everything. Ernest has a video out rather, where Ernest made a lot of good predictions. The only thing really that he had on there that didn't show up today was Hades 2. Spoiler alert for that. Um, because
I'm glad I picked the ones that I did. Like
yeah,
it made me look better than my original list, which like had like Final Fantasy,
oh, I forgot about the
Onimusha
Final Fantasy.
was
That's
not
the
on
other thing I was
there.
thinking of. Yeah, yeah,
Crimson Desert, Lego Batman,
that's right.
Intergalactic. Come
I
on,
told you that wasn't going to
Intergalactic.
be there. No,
But like,
it's
yeah,
not
it
coming
would
out
be
this
more
year.
of a summer
I
thing.
don't think
It's
it's
not.
even going to
Yeah,
come out this year.
yeah.
I think either Summer
Tomb
Games or that's
Raider,
going to be another game awards.
Hades 2. I'm keeping this list though for that Summer Games
That's
because
fine.
it's
I
stuff
mean,
that I do want to see.
we're gonna continue to guess here, man.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And with the things that we did get, like Canada 2, which that's not the name of it,
right.
but Canada 2, it's Canada 2. Um, I'm not disappointed that I didn't get the things that I was thinking might
Right.
be there,
You always
like
want to
this
be
does not ruin
surprised.
it for me.
And to start off
Yeah.
with a surprise is crazy. And not only that, a pleasant surprise because you can also get like the negative ones. But yeah, very excited for this. Looks really cool, and the fact that it's slated for 2026. Obviously, not a firm release date yet, but dude, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah.
But
Hell yeah.
let's play some tennis. Let's play some
Hell
tennis,
yeah.
Ernest. What is another one you were interested in here?
I don't remember them introducing a tennis game, so instead, I'm going to talk about the Baba Yaga.
Baba Yaga.
John Wick
Yeah,
is
yeah,
getting a game, which
yep,
we had heard was going to be a thing,
yeah.
right? Like we heard the whispers out
Mm-hmm.
there in the wilderness, but here it is, man. And wow, it
Yeah,
looks amazing.
it looks
Wow, it
cool.
looks
It looks
amazing.
cool.
And the first thing I was thinking, and Chris said it out loud, like
I want Slow Clap's
I,
logo to
I
go
hope that
across
this
the
is slow
screen.
clap on it.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But we're getting Saber Interactive, which like I'm not going
Respect to
to be
them.
disappointed in, especially because the
You talk
things
about
that we
variety.
did see
Oh,
looked really good.
yeah,
The cinematic stuff, amazing, amazing. But then when they switch to the gameplay, like it stays action packed,
oh
which
yeah,
is going to have to be to live up to this franchise.
yeah,
I I I'll put so much on it. Like this series of movies has some of the best fight choreography
yeah,
there is in the game.
oh yeah.
It might come down to like preference, like maybe you like other, maybe you like kung fu over gun fu, but
Hey,
and that's all right.
me too.
That's all right. But like John Wick has those amazing fights, those crazy moves, and the way he uses the environment to his advantage seems like it's going to be part of the combat in
Yeah,
here.
yeah,
And then on top of everything, you got Keanu, bro.
dude.
Like, I
I
mean,
know, I know.
I I love Keanu in video games
Of
already.
course,
In
we're
a
big Cyberpunk
video game
fans.
already, like
Yep, yep,
that's
yep.
a big one. Yeah, that's Johnny Silverhead right
Johnny
there, bro.
Silverhand, baby.
And
Hell yeah.
like now I get one of his like one of my other favorite characters of his.
Yeah,
And I am so excited for it. I'm
yeah.
so excited for it. It looks awesome.
Because this is going to be the best way to keep doing this. I brought this up while we were watching this.
Mhm.
Keanu's done great. I don't think he's lost a step from what we see on the screen. He's like 50. He's over 50, I believe. Like it's only so much. He's even brought up like I need breaks, my knees. And bro,
Yeah.
I'm an out of shape guy going to the gym. I feel my knees there. I'm like, bro, he's falling downstairs. He's crazy.
Yeah,
But this looks great.
we've seen him lean back and stuff. That can't be
Right. Oh, for
good for
sure.
your
Way back
knees,
then. Yeah, his
Like
back can't do that no
yeah.
more. Um, but at first you see a lot of cinematic, and of course that all looks great. They got the vibe down, music, score, sounds. It's awesome. It's so cool. And then I was really thinking because it felt like that was a good chunk of it. I mean, it is. Then they show you actual gameplay, and I was like, solid, solid as hell.
It looks
Uh,
like it like felt like it kept up with a lot of the
Yeah,
cinematics.
a hundred
Yeah.
percent. And like again, because it's something you've really pushed for. Granted, it's more of a conversation we had a few years ago, but we're going to talk about a studio that was the center of that conversation later on. The variety from a company, from a studio, because Saber Interactive most recently put out the submarine, not submarine, Space Marine 2.
Space.
Yeah. And we know we're getting a new Turok from them. They're bringing back that franchise. And then now we have them making a John Wick game, and none of these look the same. I guess you could technically say there's some similarities between the the Turok and the Space Marine just because of the gunplay, but even then, completely different vibes because
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
dinosaurs.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then John Wick, bro, like that's huge. Obviously, it costs a lot of money to license out video games from an established franchise.
Right.
And hey, dude, wishing them all the best because right now I'm thinking I'm in. Like I think this is gonna be it. We have a
I
review
love
of John Wick 4 and we fucking loved it. I remember my one thing that I remember from that because it was like the start of the Elvis hate that year. Um, no, it was the year after. So it was just continuing where I was like, there was a campaign, like Elvis got nominated for Picture of the Year. This is the start of my campaign for John Wick getting up there for Best Picture as well. Because John Wick 4 rules. And obviously,
it's
as a
awesome.
franchise, dude, it's just like when you think of, hey, this rocks, that's what this is. It's so awesome. Obviously, there's a
It's just
heartbeat for stuff.
badass.
Yeah, dude, it's badass. But like when you get to that fourth one, they all have it, but fourth one really shows. the cinematography. And I'm pretty sure when I say that,
Yeah.
you're thinking of the same scene. We're thinking of that
The
same
church.
spot. No, different.
Yeah.
But the church is
Oh,
beautiful.
then if it's not the church, then it's the tree on the
The tree,
roof.
100%
Yeah, in
on top. Yeah,
Japan. Yeah.
that's just because
Yeah,
you
yeah.
got to have it on the roof, man. But the church, of course, as well. And Donnie Yen. Oh, mwah. But yeah, no, dude.
Pretty sure
John
I
Wick
just like
rules.
when I was watching that part. Like,
But dude, yeah, I never because there is already a John Wick game. Granted, I think it's delisted at this point. It was called John Wick Hex. I have no idea if it was good or what detail it was. I can guarantee you the art style was. It looks like the Keanu's Fortnite skin because John Wick's in Fortnite.
yeah.
But yeah, no, this looks awesome, and I'm very, very much looking forward to it. No date, no time frame, or anything like that announced. But hey, dude, good for Saber. Keep them coming.
Yeah.
So my
Yeah.
follow up here, because I actually get to go in order for a little bit, dude. Dude, we're big Yote fans. Some would say the biggest Yote fans in the house. We knew this was coming, but we got some more deets on Ghost of Yote Legends. Of course, you're up to 4 player co-op. They did not specify because I want to say it said the same thing for Ghost of Tsushima Legends, but when you do the campaign stuff, like it's 2 player parties. Like you have to have two. You
It's
can't have a
two
full
player
thing.
parties.
Because you and me did them, and Justin and Ash did them.
I'm pretty sure we all four were in there at the
We
same
all
time.
4 did the raid.
Oh, you're like defending the base.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
We all
Okay.
4 did the raid, and then there's 3 things. There's the raid. There's a big story raid that's really cool, and then for whatever reason, when the PS5 upgrade came out, they just didn't let me keep my trophy for it. Um, Everyone else I beat that raid with got theirs, but it's fine. Um, but then there's also the part where you are guarding the base and like Ashley like being the ninja guy who is up on the ropes and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have your different character abilities and they're coming in, you're just fighting the waves. But then there was like a story element where you do have like the little bits of playing through a slight narrative. It wasn't too deep or anything like that. But yeah, it would just be 2 players. 2 people can go through it.
Oh man, I don't
Granted,
remember that because I
I
thought
did.
we were like all mad at each other because of that.
No, the part where we got mad, I even remember them fighting. That was during the raid. That was during the raid. Because the raid is multiple missions together, and of course,
Okay.
solving
Okay.
jumping
Okay.
puzzles, stuff like that.
Man, it's been a minute.
It has been a
Apparently,
minute. It
it's
has been
been
a
a
minute.
minute.
Hey, sucker punch. Notice how I remember things? Give me my freaking trophy. It's fine. They let me keep it. But this is coming out March 10th. And honestly,
Yeah.
oh man, that's close. That is closer than you
So
think it
soon.
is. So soon.
Yeah.
So soon. Tsushima. I don't know. That just sounded the same to me. Um, but you're going to be fighting
Tsushima.
because the Yote Six from the lore here, they're based off of like the snake isn't just the snake. They adapted these masks, these characters from these creatures, demons of legend, as you get a lot of folklore and stuff like that. And in the Legends mode, you will be fighting the actual Yote Six, the actual the creatures or whatnot. The snake is like a snake man and stuff like that.
Hmm.
And yeah, it looks sick. It looks like it's gonna be really fun. There's a spider guy. Of course, there's the spider if you've played it. But like he has his own arena and stuff like that where you're going through this thing of webs and like I'm still like tormented from Grounded last year. And it's just gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy, man. We were so confident, like, hey, we fought spiders before. That's a Black Widow. Get out.
Oh,
Get
the
out of
Black
there.
Widow.
Get
Yeah.
out of there.
Yeah. We
Get
didn't
out of
stand a
there.
chance. We
Not a
were in there
chance.
for a bit. We were
We
in there
were.
for a
We tried a
bit.
couple
Yeah.
times. We tried a couple
Yeah.
times. But yeah, monster.
Mm-mm. Yeah.
But March 10th, man. I'm so stoked for this. I I want more. Like, dude, I want more of this. I do wonder. I would not be surprised if Sucker Punch doesn't make another Ghost game. Um,
Like
because
after this one,
yeah,
when this is all done. Yeah. Yeah.
I do. Of course, I mean they already have the variety that we love to see. Like they just came out of the woodwork with the Japanese game like these. Um, but I think we have these 2 wonderful works here. Even if one is starring a shit sandwich. But it's
You're too harsh on him.
I
You're
am.
too
I
harsh
am.
on
I am.
him.
I am. All respect to Jin. Um,
That's
but
not. What do you? You can't call somebody a shit sandwich and then say with all due
with
respect.
all due
that
respect,
does.
with all
That's
due
no
respect,
respect.
no
That's
respect,
zero
no
respect.
respect. No, Jin's cool. He's not cool, but he's fine. Um, but I think it's time to move on after this. I do think if they're not getting a third Ghost game like right out the bat, I think they're done with it. At least for obviously a long time because these took a while. This 1-2 punch, and obviously, at least between you and me, it was a worthwhile endeavor. Because good stuff here, good stuff all around. But are you hyped for Legends, bro? We hopping in here?
Absolutely,
Hell yeah!
absolutely. Yes, I'm so ready for that,
Hell yeah!
man. And what we can play all together and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Hopefully, I mean, we could get three people and make some things happen.
I would sure,
I
like,
don't know.
yeah, I'd hope so. Because
Um,
evolve, adapt.
yeah,
But yeah,
yeah, yeah. Let us like shrink or grow in size in that
the
party or something like that up to at least like four. Four is good. You know
four's
what I
good.
mean? That's a
Four's good.
that's a good thing. But like, it's tough if we need a fourth and we have to play with a
Oh
rando
man,
or
I
something like that.
forgot about because obviously we're down a person. Um, damn, I didn't think
Yeah,
about that till just now.
yeah.
What is that going to look like
I
for
mean,
us?
maybe they got matchmaking for something like that.
We'll see.
But I don't
But
know.
again,
I don't
with
know.
all due respect, I mean, online's not their bread and butter.
I don't trust you when you say with all due
Well, right now
respect.
it makes sense. It's fair. It's just not. It's not their thing. They just add these after the fact, and it's wonderful, and
Yeah,
we appreciate them. But yeah, it's just not their stuff. So we'll see what we get, man. But I mean, we're gonna know soon enough. March 10th is right around the corner. But
yeah.
Ernest, what's the next thing you got?
All right. Resident Evil is a shit sandwich, so I'm going to talk about 007 First
I can
Light.
mute you in this meeting.
Oh man. No, 007 First Light,
Oh,
seriously, does
Onimusha was your
look.
other miss. Sorry, really
Yeah,
late.
that was my other
Yep,
miss.
my
Yeah,
bad.
it was. But 007 First Lights
Yep.
was it's something that I've been looking forward to,
Yeah.
and everything that we saw here, even more so. I've said it before, so I won't get too deep into it, but it's so cool that video games is getting their own James Bond.
It
Because,
is.
like, people have definitely played 007 games
Mhm.
before. Everybody thinks it's the same one first
Pierce
when
Brosnan's in
you
there,
bring
man.
it up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Golden.
yeah, 100%. So, it is really cool that we are getting a new start with this, and the way that they are starting it off with him like being young and like going through training and things like this, and
They're
then
just now
immediately
bringing the
like
Double O project back. Yeah.
yeah, and going after like other double O's and stuff like that. Like, oh,
Double O
dude, it's gonna be
nine.
awesome.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome because like we've been through things like this before, but
Yeah.
this is
Not a
just
while.
so exciting to get back in there.
Yeah.
But like it looks amazing. It looks like it plays amazing. You're definitely going to be put in some like super suspenseful type situations because it's 007,
Hell
right?
yeah. Hell
Like,
yeah.
oh man, some real like action hero type stuff. And I'm so looking forward to it.
Hell yeah. It's coming out in May. Granted, obviously not right around the corner, but it's approaching sooner than you might think. But yeah, from the last showing they did at the whatever that last state of play was, where they actually showed the gameplay. There's a lot of missions where you're going to be able to try to use your gadgets, be like secretive about things, try not to get in the gunfire, or go guns a blazing, man. So we'll see how often they
And
do that.
this studio has always been so good at that. Like
Yeah,
the difference in gameplay from when you go in there with Hitman, you know
yep.
what I mean? With
Agent
Agent
47.
47.
Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Anytime that you go in there, you get to do it your way, and there's so many different options and
So
like
many different
ways to
options.
do it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah, so many. And yeah, it's just going to be awesome to see that applied to this franchise and this character.
Yeah.
For sure.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, dude. I'm right there with you. I think this looks really cool. This might be like too high a praise because we got to see how it's going to do. But like this is going to be like the next coming of Uncharted. Like I think this is going to
Mm.
be some really good stuff here. They got to hit the landing, of course. But from everything we see here, it looks like they're obviously. I'm not the biggest James Bond fan. I've seen a good chunk of them, but like,
Mm.
it seems like we're being very respectful of that lore, that world. And with this being the beginning, we get to do the whole thing of like there's going to be certain people we're going to recognize. Like if you're going to see on a piece of paper somewhere Project Octopussy, like it's going to be like what's going on? What's happening? And obviously for like the bigger James Bond fans, um those Easter eggs are gonna drive you nuts. It's gonna make you so
Yeah,
excited. But yeah, dude, it's really cool. And what a perfect time because the world is still just unable to be happy with any fan casting of who we're gonna get for the next James Bond.
yeah, yeah.
So this is the honestly the perfect time for the game to come out. Because I understand this is the opposite of what we usually talk about, where we're like, "Hey, dude, Fallout season 2 is going on. Where's your Fallout 3 remake? Like, what's going on there, man?" And I do think you should have something out there for people to play. Granted, they did release DLC for 76, but this is a little different, just because it's a character that's always got a face that everyone's familiar with. Because whatever iteration it is, obviously each one of them have like for the most part, like multiple films, and like they're global superstars. It's a huge deal to be the James Bond, you know? Like, I love you, Daniel Craig, you beautiful blue-eyed bastard. But it's great that we're moving on. It's great that we're moving on and that we're gonna start this off with this guy. And I don't think so. Let me ask you this, because I just thought about it. Let's say they cast this man as the new James Bond in the movies,
What man?
the video game
Like
movies.
this?
Yeah.
Oh,
Would you think that would be, would you be upset about that?
it depends on how this game goes.
I mean, that's fair. Like, see how he does.
Like
Yeah, that's fair.
like heavily, yeah, yeah. To see, not like I would think that it would have to not only be a good performance, but also a good game, just
For
overall.
sure. I mean, honestly,
For
only
it to
for
be
a movie,
received
just,
well when he is announced.
yeah.
Because he could be in there killing every single cinematic, every single line that he's given.
Mhm.
But if people aren't having a good time while they're playing as him, that's all that they're going to
They're
remember.
not going to care. Yeah, that's fair. It's like I don't have his name in front of me because obviously I didn't plan this. But the actor who played the lead character from the third Mafia game, that's the open world one, right?
Yeah.
So he's also the lead actor for Mind's Eye. And
Oh
he
yeah.
was talking about how he feels a little cursed. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh man, that's rough. It's rough, buddy. Because if you hear about complaints about either one of those, I don't think it's him who you're hearing the complaints about.
No, no, no. Yeah. And I didn't play Mind's Eye, but I did play the new
I did not
Mafia
either.
game, and he's awesome.
Yeah, amen.
So
All respect, and
yeah.
of course, like there,
Performances in that game just in general are
yeah,
really good.
hell yeah. But respect. I'm very much looking forward to 007, man. I think this is the time to do it. I think I'm glad we're getting more there. Now, again, they call me Mr. Capcom. Let's talk about Pragmata. So Ernest had the gall to be like, "Was this new?" Yeah, it was new. This is a new look that we've never seen of Pragmata. And the biggest question we've all had about this freaking thing, the demo's out. We've seen multiple trailers at this point. It's all in this one space station. It's all in this one space station. And when you play the demo's like 2 hours. It's cool that you can get the ending doesn't change, but you get like a thing for the ending where the little girl's holding up a little drawing, and that's changes depending on what you do in the demo. Um, but in that 2 hours, I was like, man, I'm really enjoying the gameplay, which is a big point of contention for us. We weren't sure because there's a lot going on there with controlling two characters. One character is essentially prying open this person after a hacking mini game, and then you have to shoot them. Um, but the other part of that was after just a 2 hour demo, I'm kind of like worried that we're staying in the space station. like because dude, like I'm not expecting this to be like a 30-hour game or anything like that. For the most part, Capcom they usually stay closer to the 10 to 15 mark for a lot of their stuff, and I'm really happy that this new trailer shows us in the world. He is not on the space station. We're on for all intents and purposes. It looks like Earth. I don't know if it's supposed to be an alternate planet or something like that, but it's the world he's from. Because the girl's asking him like, what was your childhood like and stuff like that. And I gotta tell you, I already think we have two great vocal performances here just from the demo, but top that with what we get here because I do think they're gonna make me care about them. And I like Capcom, you bastards, you bastards.
Somebody's gonna
Someone's gonna die here, and I'm
die.
just gonna say one of them. Only one person here is older and human. I don't know. You know who else was older and human? Joel. Uh,
The robot's gonna die
oh,
for
dude,
sure.
don't you dare. I will also say because there was rumors, not rumors, because everything
Done.
is called rumors. It was a theory, and it was a very popular theory. Because honestly, if it ended up happening, it'd be pretty cool. That Pragmata was going to be a secret Mega Man game. Um, The fact that we have a new Mega Man game already announced, and
Yeah,
along with playing the demo, I don't think that's going to be this. But I do think it has a lot that it's going to be standing on its own two legs with. Um, and I love these characters. I'm here for it. Obviously, I'm the glazer of the Capcom brand, but dude, yeah, I was already a day one, and I'm here for it. It does so. Talking about the demo, um, gameplay wise, when you're doing the hacking and whatnot, when you get a lot of different enemies, it can be tough. Not
mm,
necessarily negative in that regard. Like I feel like I did need a little more time with it. Granted, I can go back and play. It adds new challenges and stuff to do it. But I was like, at that point, I'd rather just play the game. Um, but what they do have here, I do think on the bare level, it absolutely works. And there's even things you can unlock. uh,
bare level.
stupid monkey. Um, the there's things you can unlock to like enhance your hacking ability that adds to the mini game, and like sometimes keeping up with that can be a little bit, but the benefit, I mean, you see the payoff immediately when those numbers go big. It's like big bonk time. It's pretty great. But yeah, I think this story, I think this characters in this world, especially since it's been in development for so long, I'm very much looking forward to it. But Ernest, did this trailer do anything for you? And are you sold on Pragmata yet?
I was already pretty into it, you
Yeah.
know. I think I'm going to give it a try because I actually like space and space games.
Hell yeah.
Not like Chris.
To be
He
fair,
didn't
I
want to
said
be in
space
that space
station.
station.
Yeah, I
He
was like
did not
float
want to be
around
in
in
that
space,
space
bro.
station.
It's endless. Yeah,
I'm just kidding. Chris probably plays way more space games than me, honestly. But no, man, yeah. I was already kind of in, you know. I'm like about it. I want to see what's going on with it. But yeah, seeing that it does expand, that you are going to be in different environments and stuff like that, which I never thought, and I haven't played the demo yet, so I never had the thought of thinking like I'm just going to be in this one space the entire time or
right.
anything. So I wasn't too surprised when I saw them in the city. But from what you're saying, like I understand, you know. Um, but yeah, it definitely looks like there's going to be plenty going on here.
Yeah.
And the way that they are getting all emotional and stuff like that, I think stakes are going to end up high at some point, you know. Do you get an idea of like what the story is going to be, what the main overarching plot is going to be, or is it mostly just for the gameplay in that demo?
I'm gonna say it's mostly for the gameplay. Through
Hmm.
the dialogue, there's a lot of like teach. You don't even see how they meet in the demo.
Oh,
Which
you're
again,
already you're just thrown into
she's
it,
already
kind of.
there. Yeah, she's already on her.
Yeah.
She's already on your back. You have a cute little holster for her. It's great. And like you're immediately in the combat. I do believe whenever we play the full game, this is going to be the tutorial part where you fight your first enemy. It gives you like the little infographics on the screen. It's like do this, hit X to get this prompt going away, so you can actually take on the fight.
Yeah.
And you do get to the point of like multiple enemies, not a horde, but like a decent number, and then a boss fight at the very end. Um, and yeah, but in terms of their dialogue, there's a lot of like teaching because obviously this girl's a robot.
Right.
She's a clinker, as they say. But
It's
the
not
thing
nice.
is,
It's not a nice word.
but we don't know. There's big questions like why is she different from the other robots? They do kind of bring up that there's something going on that's making these robots hostile. We don't really know what's happening there. Um, and I don't. There's nothing to pinpoint you as to why he made it to the space station, or how we're gonna end up back on Earth, or whatever that planet may
We
be.
go ahead and call it now. She is modeled after somebody's daughter. Easy.
Which is another popular thing if you watch or play Resident Evil. Um, but yeah, and just because it's not here, I will bring it up here. I do think because I didn't think about it until we were talking about the because again, it's like the one miss or two misses you might have. Pretty surprising when Onimusha's not here. Granted, it can be shown anywhere. It's not exclusive to anything. But it is slated for 2026. And granted, obviously, you know what? Maybe it is just get Pragmata out and then we focus on Onimusha because March is right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, maybe I'm overthinking it. But I mean, I want to see more because that's the franchise. Like it's an established franchise I've just never touched. Granted, it's more in your wheelhouse because it's all like Japan stuff. Um, but yeah,
Get
look
that?
at that.
Yeah.
Look at us. Look at us being represented by Capcom this year. Look at that. What is the next thing you got, my man?
So I do want to talk about Marathon real quick.
Let's get
We
it. Let's
got
get it.
another look, probably the deepest look we've gotten so far.
Yeah.
And yeah, man. And I've also heard things outside of the showcase about it, and I'm just really looking forward to it. Um, it really looks like we got some story stuff going on here,
Yeah.
along with everything. But the gameplay and stuff like that, like you're using things that I wouldn't have thought of like putting into this game,
Mhm.
like as you're going through it. And then I just really love this aesthetic as well. It's really
Yeah.
cool.
For sure. It's definitely the thing that stands out. I think probably the most for sure.
But hearing that this is going to have a end game and things like this just really got me hyped on it.
Yeah.
Like there is going to be like big raids at the end that you actually are saving your loot for. Like you don't want to lose your loot just going out there and being
Lose your
like,
loot.
a rage
Mm.
bum or whatever it is, like camping on people and stuff like this to take all their stuff. Because if you die, you're going to lose your good stuff and you're not going to have that for that last
Right.
run. So I feel like there should at least be a little bit more like people being tentative out there to just engage every time they see somebody. But this also does look a little bit more geared towards PvP. We know with Arc Raiders, which is what I'm comparing it to, of
For
course.
sure. I think we all are. Yeah.
Yeah, it's impossible not to, right? With Arc Raiders, like we heard, they added in the PvP later because they felt like that's how people were gonna have a good time and what people were gonna gravitate towards and stuff like that. And they were 100% correct.
For sure.
So can't blame them there. But this one looks like it was always meant to have that PvP in there.
Yeah.
Um,
And it's Bungie. I mean,
so
it makes sense.
yeah, I mean, for sure, for sure. So we'll see like what those penalties are like and how that's all going to impact and stuff. But I love that there's something else around that
Yeah.
because life is storytelling. And anytime you're going to include a story with something, especially something that looks fairly well done the way that this does from afar, I'm engaged even more for
Hell
sure.
yeah. Hell yeah. I'm right there with you. So my thing I'm most excited for because I like what we've seen. It
Mhm.
is a $40 price point, but what I'm really excited for, February 26th going through March. What is it? March something? Do you know what it
Oh
is?
yeah, March something.
March something.
Yeah.
Is going to be a server slam where we can all try out the game. That's what I like. I think that's what really helped me and Ernest decide to get Arc Raiders. Even when we did it, I didn't know for sure that Ernest was going to get it. Our first day off of the doing their server slam Arc Raiders, I was like, oh, I'm buying this regardless. Like
Yeah.
I think this is going to be great.
And
Uh,
it's what sold me on it
yeah,
completely. So
and
yeah,
honestly, at this point, if you're going to release a game, even if it's free to play, but definitely if it's going to be something we have to spend money on, if it's primarily online, you should absolutely have an online, like a test. Like, you should have some type of beta. I understand you might, if anybody who's out there like, that's what killed Concord. No, it's not. It's what got people to buy Concord.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
it's just again, it wasn't enough, obviously, but I can almost guarantee you less people would have gotten it than what was already the low number if it was not able to be touched beforehand.
Hmm.
And it's just something we should have as commonplace now.
Yeah.
Because
Hopping
everything
on
is so
to
expensive.
Arc Raiders definitely is what got me on Arc
Yeah,
Raiders,
right, right. And
So
I was like
yeah.
curious, and I'm so glad we ended up playing a good chunk of that. And well, we're not done with it forever. We'll go back at some point for sure. Um, but my thing here is my one ask for Marathon because they're going to do things that are different, of course. But one thing I would love to see shared because I do assume your loot system's the same, where you die, you lose it.
Hmm.
You have
Hmm.
to have those stakes. I need free loadouts in my shit. I need some form of the free loadout in my shit. Because, dude, like do you were like if we didn't have that in Arc Raiders, we would not.
I think it's a thing in these types of games. I'm fairly sure
So there's not
that
a lot
like
of these, which is the thing. Because the only other one that I know of is Escape to Tarkov or whatever, and they do
Tarkov, yeah,
not have free loadouts. And I'm
they
just
do
like,
not.
no.
So then what do you go out with if you lose everything?
There's a point where I mean, I think you have to work your way towards it, or you go out there
You
with
just
nothing and grit it. Because that's the thing about Tarkov. From my understanding, again,
mm,
it's only on PC, whatever. Um, it's the hardcore one. Like that's
Yeah, I
the
heard
one
it's
it's known
pretty
for.
tough.
It's the hardcore
Yeah.
one. Like you have to like plot your shit on maps. Like it's like okay.
Yeah,
Um,
I've seen some like streamers play it and stuff before, and it looks intense
right. And
for
that's
sure.
cool.
Yeah,
And that's cool. I'm
yeah.
just asking because I didn't even think about it. We've now had a free loadout. I want some form of that. It doesn't have to be the exact same thing, but the only other version of that that I would hate is if you have to spend real money on a free loadout. And Bungie, don't do it.
Hell nah,
Hell
hell
no,
nah.
dog. Hell no. But no, I'm looking forward to it. You're right about the aesthetic, and the art style. The other thing here is, of course, the elephant in the room that they stole is the art. They stole some art that, and this was apparently not the first time of them doing it, but it's been settled. They didn't go into too much detail, but you know that artist made bank. I mean, so it's
Yeah,
gonna be just
yeah.
fine. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this. And then Bungie gameplay is, or sorry, it is gameplay, but specifically the word I'm looking for is gunplay. It's usually top tier, you know, like whether it was back on those original Halos that they did, or you come here to Destiny and whatnot. Like it's always something that's sticking out there, and it's usually something that like a step above modern. Like it's usually like something that you're like, man, I want my other shooters to feel like this. So I'm very much looking
Mm.
forward to it. And with it being a PS5 thing, give me them haptics, man. Well, actually, when PvP haptics can be a problem. Well, give me the option to have the haptics and let me decide. Oh, but yeah, very much looking forward to Marathon. And here I am, back on my soapbox of Mr. Capcom. We got a new trailer for RE9, baby. You think I'm not going to talk about that? We learned a lot here. So, Leon, we already know Leon S. Kennedy is coming back. But what we didn't know, and I kind of suspected, dude's infected. Dude's got something going on with him. And if you kill him, Capcom, I'll kill you. You kill Chris first. You kill Chris first. I don't care that he has a sister. I don't care that he has a sister, you son of a bitch. You do not kill Leon first. That's
Man,
insanity.
to someone that doesn't know a lot about this franchise, you sound like a madman right now.
Kill me, Capcom, kill me. No, but Leon does appear to be infected. There's a scene where he's looking at his hand and it's got like cracks in it. So we'll see what that's about. Some people have been worried online. Obviously, I'm slightly worried. But the thing is, he's infected in Resident Evil 4. Like it's happened before. This isn't new. But the other thing is here, like he's old enough because dude, he's pushing that Cena age where like, oh man, it's time for that retirement tour, and this might be it. Like, I don't know where the Gunther in the room is hiding, but he might be about to tap. Um, and a lot of people are worried, like, are you gonna and towards the end of this game, are you gonna play as Grace and have to put down Leon? And I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Kill Chris first,
I'll
man.
do it.
I hate you,
I'll do it
but
for
I
you.
also
I'm trying to
love.
help you.
Or just get in here. I'm here, buddy. I'm here. The other
I'll
thing
just
here.
walk up, just blank face, and just
Look at the
hit that
flowers.
R2 for you. Yeah, yeah,
Um,
yeah. I got you.
but the other thing I want to point out here, towards the end, we do have Leon going in because this is his first time back in Raccoon City, which is
Mm.
literally his first day on the job as a police officer. He's rookie cop Leon S. Kennedy is when everything happened. It's one of the worst first days in recorded history. Like it's so bad. And this is going to be his first time coming back to Raccoon City. And not only that, we get a little tease of him going into the old police station. And I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, and then this is a purely me thing. But you get a little glimpse of his handler. There's always someone, the girl on the desk speaking to Leon. It's a blonde girl. And I do wonder because we know a blonde girl that's affiliated with Leon S. Kennedy. Her name is Ashley Graham. She is the president. Well, not president anymore. The president at the time of Resident Evil 4. She is his daughter. And then when you get to Resident Evil 6, because as of right now, it's not retconned. Surprisingly, but as of in Resident Evil 6, she joins a task force to help fighting like the bio terrorism, the bio horde, stuff like that. I'm curious if she's going to be out there. But now that I say that out loud, like she's a playable character in Resident Evil 6, so she wasn't a handler. She was actually out there doing stuff. So I don't know. That might be a step back.
Yeah,
We'll
maybe
see.
she got hurt. She lost a toe. Something.
Not the toe. But dude, you already
Mhm.
know I'm a
Big
huge
toe.
Resident Evil guy. And I do want to point out because I'm not gonna show the thing I'm gonna be marking out yet. But see this free space?
Mm-hmm.
RE9 getting at least a 9 at IGN, and then something's right underneath that. So we're gonna see in literally like 2 weeks, because either it's gonna be a dead space, or I'm gonna have it you like topless. It's beautiful. There you go. Y'all act right. We'll
Just a
make it
head,
happen.
just a
Um,
floating head.
I see your shoulders though.
And then
But
when I'm here, like it looks
I
like
don't know
my
what that means.
shoulders end right there, but I have more arms
There's
down
more
there.
arms. Well, but yeah, dude, I'm very excited for Resident Evil 9. I'm very passionate about the franchise. There are some other things being alluded to where maybe Grace was also genetically engineered. I don't know. There's this weird zombied out girl just sitting on a bed that looks like it could be her, or it could be alluding to somebody else. But we'll see. And literally, it's coming out in a couple of weeks. But I'm so excited, dude. I'm so excited to be back in my Raccoon City. You know me. But Ernest, that's enough. Because that does wrap up my Capcom spree. What is the next thing you got?
So I want to talk about the Metal Gear Solid Master Collection 2.
It's finally happening.
It is, and it's not what I thought it was gonna be.
It's one story.
It's not what I
Yeah.
thought it was gonna be.
So I will say
Um,
the game you're going to bring up, I don't think there's ever a chance of it being in there.
and I just
Because the collections are games that are remastered. There's nothing really to remaster with that game.
wasn't there. So you said that you could like go and watch like a movie or a comic or something like that to get the end of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, like actually finish like you know what, fair, because I forgot about that.
It
Screw them.
like it was there, they
Yeah,
just didn't finish it,
right.
right?
The game is not finished because
Like,
at the towards the end of production is what we all know Konami for now these days, and Kojima left, and no
right.
one knew where he was. It was very similar to when Dave Chappelle went to Africa.
And and
Where is he?
that was a crazy time. That was a crazy
And we
time
didn't
when
have
Dave
internet the
Chappelle
way
went
we
to
do now,
Africa.
so like, dude, he's gone.
Yeah, that was a
He's just
wild
gone.
time, man. Yeah. But I mean, no, I was just expecting five in it, and I
I
know
get
you
you.
were expecting the
So
Raiden one.
you've defended it immediately. That like there should be a more complete version of that game. Um, and if you were to do that, the thing is, it's still very reasonable for that to be the price of what this collection's probably going to be, which is probably going to be around the $40 mark, $40-$50 mark.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything about Metal Gear Solid Peace Walker or whatever.
It's a
What did they
prequel. I mean, so
say?
is five. Prequel five and Peace Walker are one of the first. Like, it starts with three, I
Mm,
believe, and then those two are part of that beginning because you're Big Boss. It's Big Boss. It's Big Boss stuff and
yeah,
stuff like that.
yeah.
We're not with the clone yet. But dude, that's enough about the pity party. Let's talk about the good shit here, man.
I am excited about Metal Gear Solid 4 though,
That
because
is my first Metal Gear, my man. Let's go.
I have not played that whole game all the way through.
We will be
So
reviewing that together. Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
So I'm getting this basically for that game.
Oh yeah.
I,
Hell yeah.
I am going to play Metal Gear Solid 4, and it's going to be the first time all the way through. I never got past the first. I got through the first chapter, and I stopped right there because something else happened. It was one of the first games I played when I got a
PS3.
PlayStation 3.
Mhm.
Was it out at the beginning of the PlayStation 3? I don't
I
remember.
want to say it is because it did. There's a Metal Gear Solid 3. Sorry, 4 PlayStation Special Edition.
Oh, got you. Okay, so yeah, it might have been like one of the very first games I played when I got one, and then I don't know, something else came out, or like basketball. I was playing basketball back then. I still had knees back then, so so
Liquid.
something happened where I didn't finish it. But I'm excited to finally play it and
Oh yeah,
see all of those cutscenes. Just the
they're beautiful.
longest
They're so
cutscenes
awesome.
ever. It's movies of cutscenes in this game.
So Metal Gear Solid
Um,
5 has the
I
longest
think the
cutscene in the
oh,
franchise,
it's five. Okay, I knew one of them.
but Metal Gear
I think it's
Solid
the longest
4
cutscene
has the
ever.
most cutscenes.
I think five has the longest cutscene in a
Ever?
video game
Oh,
ever.
maybe
Ever.
so.
I think it's
I'm not
ever
100
because
percent
it's
on
like
that. Yeah,
over an hour or something like that.
yeah. Because you
Yeah.
are because it's an interactive cutscene, and you're just kind of sitting there listening to a guy talk.
Oh, like the one where you could like move the
Yeah,
camera a little bit, like
yep,
that
yep,
kind of thing. Yeah,
yep.
yeah, yeah. They do that. But yeah, man. I am excited very much for Metal Gear Solid 4. I really wanted five in this.
I get
They
you.
kind of packed it with some other stuff instead, and so I'm just a little bit disappointed.
And
Just a
I
little
get,
bit.
dude, I get you. Again, you already sold me on it with your explanation. Because, like, granted, obviously, if you're gonna finish five, Kojima's not attached. We know that's not. If that gets mended, it's gonna be a while. I mean, dude's got his own
Yeah.
life now. Like y'all broke up and he moved on. All right, Konami, you gotta accept that. You can't live in the painting. You know what I mean? But the thing is, like,
Or you can
or you can,
until you can't.
one of a kind. But I just, you're absolutely right. Because literally you can use essentially the same stuff you did for remaking Snake Eater, which is like the big remake of these collections are literally just like up-resed ports. Um, you can absolutely probably do something with that to actually finish Metal Gear Solid 5. I will say it's a solid chunk, yes, at the end of 5. Um, but you do that game is still great, and it is in terms of what you like play through. That's the best Metal Gear. That is the best gameplay you're gonna get, as it should be. It absolutely should be. And
Yeah.
dude, like it's 50 hours. It's just there's like four endings to that thing because you keep thinking it's gonna stop, but in a good way. No hate. But dude, Metal Gear Solid 4 is what made me realize games can be something more than just like something you're just wasting your time on. Like it is. I was like, Hideo who? It is so awesome. I still remember because my friend, he had and this is the reason I remember there's a Metal Gear Solid Special Edition PS3. He had it. He had this Metal Gear
Ah,
Special Edition, of course, came with the game. I understand in today's world, you don't know what you're going to get with these special edition things. You're going to get a
right, right.
collector's edition that doesn't have the freaking game these days. Um, but he just showed me some of it, and I was like, "Oh my god, this is a game." I felt like it's like what old people are like when they look at the stuff we're playing now. Like, this is a video game. Excuse me. And yeah, there's a lot of cutscenes, man. There absolutely
And
is,
because
and
the
that's
graphics, like especially at the time, were
so good. And even
crazy,
from what we
mind
see
blowing.
there, like, yeah, you can tell it's an older game for sure. But like, dude, it still holds up. It does not look bad. Like, you don't need to put in the same thing that you did. Like, I would love all of these to get the Snake Eater treatment, and I imagine
Yeah,
that's the plan, at least for that original trilogy. I don't know. Um, but I would love them all just being remade to look the most because we want that for everything. Like dude, I would love them to do that with every Final Fantasy. Where's that 9 remake, motherfucker? But yeah, we'll see where that's all going because obviously that takes time, and we also, as just needy, greedy fans, we want you to remake the old stuff so it's modern and playable, but also make new stuff. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's a balancing act. But I don't have to be no nice
It's
to
like
Konami.
Konami is definitely working on some new stuff after
I
tonight
so
and seeing all that.
everyone should thank Capcom. Everyone should thank Capcom because they're getting in their remake bag while also releasing new stuff. And they're like we're getting remake of Silent Hill 1 while we're also and we also got the remake of Silent Hill 2 like 2 years ago as we know. While we're also getting this cadence of new Silent Hills. Like, dude, it's the Capcom formula, baby. What's up with Resident Evil? What are you going to say?
Um, I was gonna say I brought up Konami, and then you said Capcom.
Yeah, I said everyone should thank Capcom because I feel like that was a big push for them to adjust their strategy because they weren't
Oh,
making
because
games.
they influenced them. I
Yeah,
got you. Yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah.
100%. Because
Okay.
literally Pokemon, so
It's just a
Pokemon and Nintendo,
Capcom fanboy.
oh, for
It's
sure.
so bad.
I can never say I'm not biased. Because also on top of that, Kojima's like one of my heroes. And who hurt him? Who hurt him? Who in the room hurt that man? That motherfucker. They're the ones who took PT away from us. Never forget that. I'll never forget that. Del Toro was on a game, bro. Never forget that.
Yeah,
Anyway,
man.
we're not getting in there.
Yeah.
We're not getting in there. But yeah, No, I'm very excited. We have a lot to look forward to, and we've been waiting for this collection volume two. And in terms of number, like collection one's 3 games. This one is noticeably two. And I'm gonna say my
It
piece.
says it's technically three.
How is it technically three?
Um, because it is, let me scroll back down to it. I had
You're
moved
good.
on.
You're
I'm
good.
sorry.
No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine.
the so it's Metal Gear Solid 4, Metal
Got it.
Gear Solid Peace Walker,
Got it.
and the series' first portable title, Metal Gear Ghost Babel,
I missed that, and that is, you know what,
as the
cool,
bonus
because that's
title.
something I've never touched. But I'll tell you this, not as cool as the other thing. I'm
But
gonna stand by this because so 2 years ago when they released collection one, I replayed Metal Gear Solid 5, replayed Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, which is the prequel to 5. Um, and I finished out my playthrough of that all my Metal Gears with something that was not made by Hideo Kojima. And I think it should have been included in this collection. And that is Metal Gear Rising Revengeance because it rules. I own the soundtrack physically. That game is awesome, and yeah, it should absolutely be part of the collection. Because so the thing is, granted, it's also somewhat on the newer side, but it was a PS3 game. You could it could use a port. It could use an upres and whatnot, and it would make sense to put that in there just for that. But at the same time, if you're gonna do the Kojima stuff, sure. But yeah, man, I think overall you're talking about fanboy stuff. Metal Gear Solid 4. That's all I care about. That's what I'm buying that for. I literally
yeah,
own
no,
Peace
I'm still
Walker.
gonna get it. I'm
And
just
I'm sure it's gonna be
yeah.
cool. But yeah, this is dude Metal Gear Solid 4. And we will have an episode dedicated to that because I can't wait to talk about just the game that just made me love games, man. But moving on. I'm a big, big fan of Remedy. Some questions about their new CEO, but we got to see what he does. But what we do know, I'm a huge Control fan. I've raved about it. I've loved on it. I've said that's my favorite thing Remedy has made that I've played. And I love Alan Wake. There's no hate to that. It's just I love Control. It does tend to be more in the sci-fi aspect of things. Um, but we got to look at Control Resonant, another thing that Ern has guessed right in his video. And dude, if I wasn't sold before, this
I did not
gameplay
put
looks
control
good.
in my video.
Did you not? You said it before we left.
Nope.
Oh wow, crazy.
Yeah, no, that list, I had a whole list of things.
Yeah,
Remember I
I'm
had like
sorry.
Final Fantasy and stuff? Yeah, no, that wasn't on it.
Well, you said it to me before making your video, so I
I did.
remember that.
I
We
did.
have that.
Yeah.
You have that with
And then
me.
you said no, it's not gonna be in there.
Probably. I don't remember that. I said that for sure about something else and it ended up being there. But anyway, but Control Resonant, I was already sold, dude. We get more of the gameplay. We get to see more of the world. He gets to Inception, not go into dreams, but like those buildings, he just walk on
Like
any
go
surface.
along the other
Yeah, you know
side. Yeah,
exactly what
it's
I'm
just
talking
like
about. You
over
know what I'm talking
here.
about.
There's
That
like up
rotating
here.
room,
Yeah.
but it's the whole world. And that's well, I guess city. Sorry, it's Manhattan. It's New York. But dude, it looks so fun. It looks so fun. There's with anything gameplay wise, there's an aspect of like I need to get my hands on it to really feel it. But I'm so here. I want to know what's going on with Jesse. Jesse's of course the sister to Dylan here. I want to know what's going on in this world. The last time we saw Jesse was in the DLC that I don't know is canon or not because they're kind of all weird little side stories in Alan Wake 2. Um, but I mean, I'm ready for it, man. I'm so stoked for this. I'm really excited that it's coming out 2026. Uh, I'm curious because he's going to be nerfed a little bit because Dylan like can't control his stuff in Control, like the first one, and like that's a big part of like a man. That's why they're keeping him in this freaking container. But now he's out and about. Now he's running around. Now he's just wrecking shit. And I can't wait to see how that's gonna go, man. But this looks so good, and you get a little glimpse of what the Resonant is. It's like the main enemy or whatnot, and you get like, dude, that thing looked so sick. It was like a puppet or a marionette, like a puppet with a marionette, also controlling like little puppets and stuff like that. Sick as hell. Oh, what did you think of this showing?
Oh, it looks awesome, man. Most definitely. And when it comes to Remedy, like I lean more, I was gonna say John Wick.
It looks great.
um, Alan Wake. I lean more Alan Wake side of it. But only because I haven't completed Control either.
I mean,
We're
but
just
your
on a
first thing's always
roll
gonna be special. Yeah.
we're on a roll with games that I haven't finished and them getting sequels for real. But but I am looking forward to this. It looks awesome, and it's only going to make me go play the first one all the way through
Yeah,
before it comes out, or before I get my hands on it. A lot of games are coming out like oh, like boom, boom, boom.
yeah. We went from having
We
a
kind of
big break
knew,
to like whoosh,
yeah, we knew that this was going to happen at some point this
at some point.
year, and like
Yep.
what that lineup looked like and stuff. But man, it's all starting to hit me.
Yeah.
And no, but it looks awesome. Like you were saying, like the gravity anomaly
There
thing
you
that
go.
they have going on
Yeah.
is very cool.
Yeah.
And definitely adds like a different aspect of like the combat. It looked like the thing that was like shooting the lasers and all that stuff. You're having to like navigate to the different surfaces in order to
Yep.
dodge that. It already looks like there's so much going on when you just have regular combat going on. But that, which may be a boss fight, maybe that's a regular enemy, I don't know.
Yeah.
But it really looks like it's adding so much to the game.
Yeah. Absolutely.
And the yeah, this world is going to be crazy. And the way that they just tell stories over there, I admire so much. So definitely interested to see how this world is going to continue to be built.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Very, very excited. But yeah, what's the next one you got?
So my next one, just had it, is Beast of Reincarnation.
Hell
We
yeah.
talked about it with the Xbox showcase, and we got, in fact, more information from the Xbox showcase than we had here. But I would probably rather play. I mean, this looks like I'm gonna have to look at the trophies and then decide what I'm going to play it
Yeah.
on. Because is it Game Pass? Is it on
It
Game
is on
Pass?
Game Pass. It is on Game Pass.
Yeah, and then that's something I already paid for. So
There you go.
I mean, it's tough. It would be something that like I wanted to plat if I was going to pay for it on PlayStation.
Yeah.
But it looks awesome. I'm 100% playing this game.
Same.
Um,
I'm
last
pretty sure all
time
three of us are
talked
sold on it.
about, yeah, loving the aesthetic. It looks like there's an interesting story and character here. Your animal companion once again. And again, I'm just so happy. Like we talked about people stepping out of their box and stuff like
Game
that. And
Freak.
Game Freak
Yeah.
forever has been the Pokemon company, and seeing them do something of this magnitude and it
Hell
not being like this is so very different from what we know them for,
yeah.
like in the
100%.
way that it looks and the way that it plays and
It's voice
everything
acted.
all surrounding it. Yes, yes, it's voice
It's
acted.
voice acted.
So yeah, I love it. I love it. I am so excited for this game.
Hell yeah. I'm right there with you. I will say the one new thing we did get is an actual release date because it's coming out August 4th. Because it was originally just winter. I'm sorry, summer 2026. So, dude, August. We got a couple games coming out in August, man. So be on the lookout for that. But yeah, I'm right there with you. I got to see what's coming out around it to determine like what necessarily like do I game pass this or not? Because it's more about like how
Mm,
much am I spending in that short amount of time.
true, true.
But we have a while till August.
When's GTA again? October?
So it's set for November right now. I don't know the specific date.
November.
It's
Okay,
November, but
got
it's
it.
November right now. Good
Okay,
bring up
then we're
though.
good.
Good bring up because that had me like,
We're good. Yeah, yeah.
because you can't not like we would be irresponsible to not do that.
To have a
Um,
gaming podcast and not play
we'd be laughed out of the
GTA.
room. We'd be laughed out of the
Jeez.
room.
Yeah.
But now, dude, this
Oh,
looks
we
awesome.
didn't play
The gameplay looks cool. You're right about the story, the visuals, everything. I'm so excited for Game Freak to have a chance to show something else. Because all due respect, I know the first time I said that was a joke, but just bringing it out here. Uh, as a huge Pokemon fan, I love the Pokemon franchise. Obviously, that makes them like they make it. They make the franchise. It's been them this whole time. Um, to see them do something else has got to be really exciting. Because if this does take off, that has to. I mean, obviously, selling your game is going to be great for you. But hopefully that just leads to more opportunities for them to either whether it be a follow up to this or doing something else. Obviously, if they are wanting to continue on Pokemon, let them do it. But let them maybe show a little of the things they're learning with the other stuff they're working on reflect in that Pokemon game because a lot of what we're seeing in Beast and Reincarnation is stuff that like we hear complaints about not being there for Pokemon. Obviously, art style, that's a little different, but like in terms of like a full world that just feels lived in and everything there, you can absolutely work with the Pokemon art style and make that happen. Pokemon Snap exists. Um, but yeah, this is awesome. I think this looks really cool, and obviously we always root for the games. That's like our thing. I guess that can be our motto,
Yeah.
and it should be everyone's motto. Don't root against the games. It's stupid. Like those
Yeah.
jerks. Like we've had a wave of layoffs going on around here. Not around here. Ernest isn't gone. He's the only other person.
No, this is how you tell me, Chris, after all
We're
this
not even
time.
done. He's just sad talking
Yeah.
about the other things.
Just mid
But there's
episode
been a
get
lot of
fired,
layoffs in the
bro.
game industry, as there always are. And just like there always are, and I hate that they're always there, there's people that celebrate that. Being like, I knew this game was bad. This happened because of this and that. And obviously, no layoffs happening that we know of at Game Freak, but a lot of hate for the newer Pokemon games. Granted, ZA kind of met in the middle ground there, got a little bit better. But yeah, always rooting for the people here. And yeah, this looks awesome, dude. Everything we've seen. The only other complaint thing I'll say, because it was the one thing I said that we saw two monsters in that last Xbox showing, and we do see that one bear creature again here. I would have liked to have seen a third one because I'm just like, let me
Mm,
see your creatures, but also if they're
they're
there and
saying.
you're hiding them for that release, I'm not gonna be mad. I'm not
I'm
gonna be mad.
sure there's yeah, I'm sure that's what they're doing.
Right,
Like they're just giving you a little taste, and when you get in
right.
there, you get the whole pie, baby.
Get it.
It's
I
gonna
get
be
it,
good.
man.
It's gonna be
Hell
good.
yeah. But next up here, I want to talk about is Mina the Hollower. This has been talked about for a while. It is going to be made by I believe they're called Yacht Club, the makers of Shovel Knight. If you've heard of that game, I love that game. And this just looks like retro goodness to the max. And you're a mouse, and that's cute as hell. And we love us some pixel art here. But it is coming out spring 2026, and it's going to have a demo out. It's going to be today. It's coming out today as the day this episode launches. It'll be coming out Friday. And I definitely plan to get my hands on that because that looks sick. That looks really sick. And I am also not 100% sure they're going to stick their release date. Indie stuff, man. It just happens. It just happens. But Ernest, I feel like this is something that's not that I'm immediately like, oh, Ernest is excited for this. I genuinely don't know what you feel about this. What'd you think of Meet of the Hollower?
I don't know, man. it looks cool. It depends on like how it's received, and like if people are like, oh man, like this is a fucking 8, 9, 10 out of 10 stuff
Yeah,
like this game, then yeah, maybe
I get you. I
maybe
get you.
I do that. Or like if I try the demo out and I fall in love with that gameplay or something.
And see that right there,
But
guys. Put out demos.
otherwise, it's hard for me to tell at a glance.
That's fine.
And like you said, we're always rooting for the games. I hope it does end up being a great game, and I
Right.
get to play it because I love to play great games. Why would
Hell
I
yeah.
not
Hell
want
yeah,
that,
man.
right?
Get it.
But
Get it,
I
brother.
I never played Shovel Knight. I don't
Okay.
know. I, it's not my thing. And then and then so like this doesn't really have that much hype to me.
That's okay. Yeah, that's fair.
But I'm ready for that hype to build up because I saw how you and Justin reacted to it.
Yeah,
And
we're big Shovel Knight fans.
um and people online, at least 8-bit close this, that guy. I saw his reaction to, or like quick reaction to
Yeah,
the showcase overall, and he mentioned being excited for it. So it seems like that's the general consensus, and I
yeah.
hope it does end up being awesome. So I can be like, let me hop on this train with you. I'll bandwagon on a game, easy,
Hey, dude, I'll do the
easy.
same. I'll do the same.
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
totally get. I
So
respected being honest. But yeah, man, always rooting for it. And of course, I do think it's fair to say for both of us, when we're rooting for the games and the developers, that goes triple for indies because that shit's hard. So yeah,
yeah,
respect the hell out of
yeah.
that. But Ernest, what's the next one you got?
So actually in the indie, and it is the prologue to a game that we love, baby.
Yeah, yeah,
Never. Um, that's one of the saddest times that I had
yeah,
recently over the last couple of years is playing that game. We knew that it was going to mess us up going into it.
yeah,
It's like you were saying, like, oh, they're making me care about these characters in Pragmata. Like, we
yeah,
know that they're going to pull the rug from under you at some point.
yeah.
And I'm letting you know right now, never. Neva is sad.
Yeah.
But we get to go back in time, baby, back to when her and Neva were like getting to know each other or something like this, right?
Yep.
Um, yeah, Alba is her name. But being back in that world, and it's just more of that beautiful art that the
It's
studio
beautiful.
puts
And the
together.
music, bro. Mwah.
Jeez, yeah, yeah, they really have a touch for art and for music and just the blending of the two and just creating a fucking vibe because they have very little words, like very little words spoken, if any, in their games,
Mm.
because these are the same people that made Grist, of course. And it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful,
I
and
have new
I
information.
am excited.
Oh, hell yeah.
What's
Show
up?
those guns off, baby. What's up? It is a DLC. It is a DLC.
It is a DLC.
And
Yes,
it
thank you.
is,
Okay,
oh, is that pounds?
no,
It looks like it's 2.99.
it's a 2.99 DLC.
To be fair, it's a $20
Yes,
game outright, but yeah,
right. But like,
it's a
oh,
DLC.
and it says this DLC launches February 19th. I
I went
didn't
to their
see
Twitter
that part.
page because when you said it, I was like, it feels like it should. It feels like it should be. Because, like, if you're going to have a full game, you don't include the word prologue in it.
Right. Yeah. And
I don't know.
because okay, so when we saw this come on the screen, I was like, "Is this a DLC or a whole game?" And you said, "I'm pretty sure it's a whole game, Ernest." And I sat there
Well,
feeling
because I feel
stupid.
like it's presented as such. Like, what you see is absolutely right. Like, you're like, the premise and everything makes sense to be a DLC, but everybody else uses the term DLC when they announce their things. Or paid expansion. And yeah, I just
Yeah.
wasn't 100% sure. I was looking at that like, is it gonna be a full game? I have a full game question mark on here. Um, and yeah, no, it's gonna be a DLC. And I just looked it up right now. Yeah. So
I'm
respect.
very excited for that.
The other
Who
thing
knows? I'm
is,
like in
it
the
comes
middle
out
of playing
next
Neo right
week,
now. Yeah,
February
that's
19th.
the thing. And I'm in the middle of playing Neo right now, and that feels like a large game. That just feels
That
big.
is a
I'm
large
still
game.
in the first area, and I have 10 hours on it or something like that.
Amen.
But I am trying to do everything in that game. So who
Respect.
knows? Maybe I'm done. Maybe I'm done by next week, and boom, I paid $3 and get to play this DLC. That'd be awesome.
There
That'd
you
be
go.
awesome because I do love Neva. That is like one of my favorite games from that year,
Yeah.
and it's just it's so
It's what I
beautiful.
wanted
I'm
for
gonna
art
love
direction,
seeing more from them.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, man, it looks really good, and like everything on here, it's just popping off. Like you didn't have to do a DLC to this game. They do say there's gonna be different gameplay mechanics. I'm curious, because I mean, no hate, I love that game, but I do think that the combat's kind of the weaker part. It's just very simplistic, but it also like it works when you do kind of get things popping off. It's awesome. I
And
do
because I
wonder.
love the puzzling parts of it.
Yeah, right. They
Yeah,
know platforms for sure.
yeah.
Because I mean, Gris is like minus the combat; it's just the platforming. So,
Right, right.
um, but with this, I do imagine, in my mind, you're incorporating the story into your gameplay. Um, and I do imagine like the different gameplay elements of like Neva's not listening to me, like very much like Charizard and Ash. Like I don't know. We're gonna see because that could end up being frustrating, but I have no reason to doubt these folks. And yeah, I'm just happy to be coming back. I'm gonna that's all, folks. I'm gonna be buying this DLC day one just to support them. Because if it is indeed 2.99, take it, take it, take it. But yeah, dude, Neva, go play Neva if you have not. It's so strongly recommended. It's so good. If you've lost an animal recently, don't. Anyway.
Jeez, yeah, that's a bad
um,
idea.
it's a horrible idea. I'm just scrolling up here to see if there's anything else before I move on. You know what? We're gonna do it.
I got one more.
Oh no, we're not going to the end yet.
Or-
That's not what I was talking about.
oh, okay, okay.
I have some meaty ones still to talk about for sure, and I imagine they're on your list as well. But I want to talk about this because I know it's not one you're going to talk about, guys. Last year I played Sonic Racing, Mario Kart 9, Mario Kart World. It's time for pod racing. It's time for pod racing to make a comeback. And I think because I love that original game, Star Wars Pod Racer. I think that was 64. I want to say that was 64. He's old as hell. They're bringing it back. This is not a port that already has a thing, but this is a brand new pod racing game in the Star Wars universe. I could care less that it's in Star Wars. The vehicles look so cool. I don't even know if you just call them racers. I don't know, but that's who's driving them. I've no idea. Uh, but they all look so cool. There looks like
It's
they're
pod racing.
pod racing. Sorry, so they're pods. My bad. My bad. Um, but there looks like there might be a story element to this. It is slated to come out this year. It just looks like a good, jolly, fun time. I need to see the price, I will say, before I fully jump in on that. But this does, I'm telling you, this looks like something I don't care if the other two buy or not. It looks like something I want to hop in on. Um, do you have any attachment to pod racing?
I'll just play yours.
Hey, fair. There you
So
go. Justin.
I played the old one back in the day. I think on the original PlayStation or something like that.
Mm.
An old pod racing
Yeah.
game for
Yeah, yeah.
sure. So I remember going over to like a bigger
Oh
kid's
no.
house. Like it was
Mhm.
like my stepdad's nephew or something like this. Let me know if I'm lagging for you. And
You did just a moment, but you're good.
I okay, okay, yeah. So I went to like my stepdad's nephew's place or
Uh-huh.
something like this, and we played pod racing for like a day.
Oh,
And
that's
he wanted to
adorable.
stop playing, and I was like, I want to keep playing. This is
Step
the
up,
best game of
stepdad.
all time. But at this point, I don't know. It does look like it has a story with it, and
Yeah,
that I appreciate because, like I was saying before, like if you are going to have a story added in with this gameplay, where especially in a game where the loop might become a little bit not so great at some point,
mm,
um, it only pushes me to play it that much more, you
right.
know. So
The other thing,
I'm
let us customize our
admiring from
cards.
afar.
Mm,
Oh yeah, oh yeah, absolutely. Um, because just being stuck in one and like this is your
right,
character, like that
right.
wouldn't be all that great. So yeah,
It's like that
definitely
old one, like
customize.
you select a racer, that's their card. But like it's 2026
Right,
and
right,
it's Disney
right.
money. Come on now.
Yeah, come on now.
Come on now. Disney money.
Disney
Oh man.
money, baby. Spend that. Yeah.
Let me be Jar
But
Jar
yeah,
Binks.
I'm admiring from afar.
Okay. I respect that. I respect it.
I'm admiring from afar for right now, and then I'll see how it is later. Kind of like Nina, you know. So
That's fair. But what's the
yeah.
next one you got?
The next one I have is Marvel Tokon
Yeah.
Fighting Souls.
Yeah.
We got
Y'all love it.
some new characters introduced here, and I lied. I had confused Danger, which is one of the new characters who is apparently an X-Men,
Huh.
with Rescue, who is essentially Penny. I forget her
Penny
last
Parker?
name, but no, the dude with Iron Man, his lady,
Oh.
his lady friend.
Yeah, yeah, I don't remember
But
her.
it's her in the Iron Man suit more or less.
Oh, okay.
I saw the blue, I saw the her blast and stuff
Yeah.
like this. I was like, oh yeah, I know her. I don't know Danger, but Magic getting added, Wolverine being added, stuff
Yeah.
like that. It was almost like strange that Wolverine wasn't in it to begin
Right.
with from like the
For sure.
get go, you know, because he's one of the flagship characters.
Yeah.
He's one of the first people that people think of when it comes to Marvel,
Uh-huh.
which is why the MCU has been so weird without X-Men just in general.
Yeah. For
But
sure.
but hey, we're getting there. We're
We're
getting there.
getting there.
But yeah, man. Yeah, it is really cool to see all of them coming into the fray. But Magic, more than anything, just looks awesome.
She does.
That's the one that I'm truly interested in. But and everybody loves Storm. But yeah, these are some great additions. I saw people saying like only 20 players at launch, like it's 20 characters, and like I played 2XKO the other day, and they
Mhm.
got like eight.
They have
Is it
12.
eight?
They have 12.
12?
It's just yeah,
Feels
but we
like
didn't
eight.
unlock the other characters, so yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it's a whole thing, and it's not a thing where you could just like play through a campaign and unlock them all. Like you got to
Right.
grind that stuff.
You have to grind.
So
They give you one
I
free one.
wasn't down.
Shouting that out. But
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
you get your one free one. You technically get another one after just like completing a couple of things as
Oh,
well.
okay.
And Used it on Jinx just
There you
because
go.
she's Jinx, and like I wish I didn't. I wish I would have got V. But Vi, damn
Vi is
Cyberpunk
so
messed me
fun.
up.
Yeah, she's really fun.
But and then because I was getting whooped with her online too.
Yeah, I bet
But
she's really good.
this looks awesome, man. It looks so cool. And then finding out that it is going to be like story driven and they're going to have that
That's
campaign mode
big.
and stuff like that is so dope.
That's
Because
big.
again, I get to keep saying this today. You're adding story to a thing where the loop might at some point get not so great. That's
Yep.
why I put 2x KO down because I'm just there fighting and fighting and fighting. And, after a while, you start to run into the same things. And I understand that that is some people's thing,
Yep.
And if it is awesome, I love that you love that loop. It gets a little bit old for me sometimes.
Right.
So having the incentive of progressing a story, once again, it might get me on here. It might get
Right.
me
And
on
like
here.
what's the thing we praise Mortal Kombat for the most is they have an actual
Yeah.
full-on campaign. And it's nothing like groundbreaking when you go through those stories, but it's very
Yeah.
much in the vein of what those games are and it's enjoyable. And it just adds
Yeah.
something other than going online and just fighting. So hey, life is what? Not fighting games. Life is storytelling. And we like our stories. But hell yeah, man, dude, it looks so good. I'm like running out of reasons not to get it. Because I'm very I get my Street Fighters day one. I get my fighting packs, I get my new characters, and that's really the only fighter. And I do, at least from my circles, most people have their fighter they go to. Like you'll have your Soul Calibur friend, you'll have your Tekken friend, Ernest, and then me, the Street Fighter guy. It's I will say Mortal Kombat seems to be even more of a thing where like I know a lot of people that just all play it, and you know what? Maybe that is because of the campaign. That's a little bit different. Not every Street Fighter has like even the story stuff they do have in six. It's very minimal. Five didn't have it, so like, and I'm pretty sure four didn't either. I don't remember. It just sometimes doesn't, so that can make all the difference. But yeah, I'm thinking. I love just bringing it back. I'm thinking I'm back with Marvel Tokon.
And then with like character, like Marvel has such a deep bag when it comes
Yeah,
to characters.
yeah,
Like they have every Marvel comic character ever
yeah,
in this month. So it's a lot. And like me being a Marvel Snap player, Marvel Slap is a whole different thing. But Marvel Snap player, they come out with new cards like every month.
yeah,
They come out with like 5 or 6, maybe 7, 8 new cards and things like this, and
yeah,
they're all like different characters, or at least different iterations of characters and things like this.
yeah,
So it's awesome to think that I hopefully each character gets like the story treatment, the campaign mode, and stuff
yeah.
like that.
I would
Because
hope
like
so.
us not knowing who Danger is, we can find out who Danger is, play through her story, fight with her, understand her abilities and things like this,
Yeah,
and why we can learn so much just from playing this game about these awesome characters that we don't know about yet.
yeah.
So I'm. Oh man, I might have just talked myself
I'm
into
not
it.
like you,
Shit.
you sell me too, man. You sell me
I
too.
think I
Like
just
I'm a
did
big
it.
comic reader. I will say
Uh,
recently I've been there's been a lot of like Marvel series like that are like new. Like I literally just got my first it's a duo of Colossus and Magic because they're siblings. Didn't know that till that comic came out. Um and then I just got like a Cyclops one from this last week, and I have a Storm one. Like I know a very, and I feel like I know a little more than deep, like surface level Marvel stuff, but at the same time, like compared to like most Marvel fans, probably not. And I'm looking for it because I read DC comics and indies, and I'm here for more, man. And there's specific Marvel stories I'm gearing towards, but literally like I want to know these worlds because I know they got it. I've been a big fan of the MCU since it launched. And there's also some really great Marvel games, of course. We got a little look at Spider-Man 2 coming to this PlayStation subscription. We're fans of that. Um, and yeah, it's just they have the characters. We've seen what they're doing in terms of like the character quality over on Marvel Rivals. They release two every season, and they have not slowed down on that because you know what? Like Ernest said, they got the roster, man. They
yeah.
got the roster. But yeah, Marvel Tokon looks good. It's coming out August 6th. So that's the other August game. I knew it was on here somewhere. Um, but it looks good. Looks damn good. Looks damn good. But let's move on to something that honestly, after looking at everything, it might be my favorite announcement. because I can't tell you how excited I was that in my lifetime we're getting a new Castlevania. I lost my mind. Um, I it was Metroid Dread. It was the newest Metroid game at the time. It was a 2D Metroid. It was the newest 2D one because there's the 3D ones that are Metroid Prime, and I played that. That was my first Metroid. That allowed me to be like, "Oh, dude, I love this," and I went back and played the very first Metroid. The only thing is, I'm like, it's because I have like a gaming bucket list. One of the things on there is I need to play the Vania part of a Metroidvania, and I have bought some of the older Castlevanias, and they're bangers in their own right. But there's some quality of life stuff there that I'm just like, man, I really need to be in the mood for this. I need to be in the mood for this stuff because they're not easy. But I'm a big fan of the show. I champion that show any chance I get, and from that I know Trevor Belmont, and we are getting Castlevania Belmont's Curse coming out this year. You're playing as Trevor Belmont. It is a brand new Castlevania game, and when I tell you the art style for this thing is top notch. God damn, it looks pretty. It looks so
Yeah,
good.
man.
It looks so good. It is smooth in the terms of the combat. There's a lot of like effects of abilities and stuff that all look spectacular. They're doing it. Konami's doing it. They're like, you know what? We are game developers. Let's not just do Yu-Gi-Oh. Let's do some things here, man. And I am so excited for this because every year so far since we started the podcast, I do have at least one Metroidvania I do, and this is 100% the one I'm doing this year. So I can at least say in my life, I beat a Castlevania game, and on top of that, it looks really good. But yeah, man, I'm so stoked for this, and I need it now. I'd be hopping on it right now if it was out, but they put the wrong Metroidvania out today. But Ernest, what did you think of their showing for this?
um, it same. I echo a lot of what you said, except for the whole I'm familiar with Castlevania stuff. I
Mm,
haven't watched any of the shows. I haven't put hands on really any of the games. I like
I don't know the
maybe
games
once or
really at all.
twice
Yeah,
when I was like a child, like way old type stuff when it
yeah,
was first coming out. And then I was like, this is hard, and didn't want to
yeah.
play it
They're
anymore.
tough. They're
So
so tough.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man. So this one too. Like I'm not really ever been that great at Metroidvanias, you know. Um, never played a Metroid game either, for that
That's fair.
matter.
That's fair.
So like the main ones, and this was only recently. Like once we started podcasting, it's what like made me want to try new games, different genres, things
I get
like
that.
this, and like
Hell yeah.
so it's only very recently that I started getting into this genre. I think my most recent one was the Prince of Persia little reboot that we had for a moment.
So good.
Um,
So
and
good.
it's such a good game. Yes,
Yeah.
that was such a
Hell
good
yeah.
game. I had a really good time with it. Before that, Legends of Kenzara,
Oh yeah.
Zao,
Hey, hey, man. For the
Zao was
culture,
so good.
that whole
That
cultural
was
impact there.
that was also awesome. So like yeah, man, like I kind of want to see like what's good with the roots of it. You
Yeah,
know, I'm probably not going to play a Metroid anytime soon
that's
because
fair.
I don't have a Switch. Hopefully, I do have one soon at some point. We'll
Yeah.
see. But for right now, man, I love the animation.
Yeah.
The way that this stuff is animated, it really feels like it has its own flair, and
Player's a great word.
it's so different than what I've seen Castlevania be before.
Yeah.
Um,
Also, it's been
so
so long since we got a new Castlevania, so that's probably why
yeah,
this looks so
yeah,
different than the
and
others.
because the graphics are so updated and stuff, but
Yeah.
it's also not the way that I thought they would have leaned because it
Right.
does lean more towards an animated route than trying to make it look
Yeah.
any kind of realistic or
Hell yeah.
anything like that.
I agree with that.
And what a choice! And I really feel like it was a good choice because this shit looks awesome.
Yeah. Dude, I'm so it's on the list of most anticipated. We might have to do an updated list of like the things we're looking forward to this year. Fuck you, Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah,
I'm
now
just
that
kidding.
you know this, nah, you know Grant, not me. Come on,
Oh no,
but
for sure, man, for
but
sure, for sure.
yeah.
Um, but yeah, man, very excited for this. What's the next one you got?
I really only have small notes on like any of the other ones, you know.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, Bringing Down Abyss
Mm,
looks cool, man. It's a strategy RPG,
yeah.
another genre that I've only ever like been okay at most, not really good. Um, but it gives me a lot of Unicorn Overlord vibes,
I get
and
that.
I like
Hey,
and I love that game. That
me
was
too.
a
And he
great
got that
game, and more
plat.
people need
He
to
got
play
that
it
plat.
for sure. Um,
On my wish list.
I um I don't know if you had any thoughts on that one at
I
all,
don't.
you know,
I
but
don't. I'm
like
gonna go
that's
ahead
as
and go
much
to the next one that I
that's
think
what I got.
I imagine you might
Go for
just
it.
be forgetting, because we got a new look at the new Silent Hill game we're gonna be getting,
Oh
which
yeah,
is Silent
I did
Hill
forget that. Yeah.
Townfall. This is the last. So we did. There was a when Konami came back, they returned. They had a whole showcase dedicated to the future of Silent Hill. That's where they announced the remake of Silent Hill 2. That's where they announced the what is now known as a failure, that one where everyone watches on Steam, or not. I'm sorry, on Twitch and votes and whatnot. Hey, respect it though; it's very different. They swung. We love swings. But then they also announced this. This is the one where Konami's working in conjunction with Annapurna, and the only thing we saw for this was a close up of. Is it a radio? Is that what he has? A recording
I'm
device?
It's like a portable TV
Something like that.
type
Right. I
situation
think you're right. I think it's more like that.
because it has a
Um,
little picture on it,
you're right.
like a little
You're right.
yeah.
You're right. It's like a little mini TV, and all we saw was that, and then like you hear like the spooky music or whatever. Here we get to see your playable character. We get to see what he's going on, and we get to see just after when I play this, I think it's going to solidify it. I After just like three games in this franchise, Silent Hill 2 remake, and then this just might be my favorite game aesthetic. Like I understand fog can be a lot, but dude, they use it so well.
Yeah.
Um, and obviously it's also horrifying because they're hiding the horrors behind that fog. When you're just chilling out, it's a vibe, man. Like I love the beginning of Silent Hill 2 when you're first walking into like the actual woods. Music's just going, you hear the wind going, you know something horrible is about to happen, but it's just like, bro, I'm vibing
It's
with
not
that in
gonna
my
be
life.
good. I'll
I
tell
don't
you
need that lady
that.
in my life right now. Um, I'm very curious about this. How often? Because our main character here said he woke up in the water again. How lucky can you be that you keep escaping that? That's death. That's so dangerous. Don't sleep in the tub, folks. The other thing here is because it's a common trend. Silent Hill is often like a very much referred to. It's hell. It's the hell of the person you're playing as that they're going through it. Very much a thing for Silent Hill 2. There's definitely an argument to be made for that in Silent Hill F. Um, in this, granted, obviously we don't know the full story, but there is a line spoken where, well, you did what you did. And I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh no, he's also a jerk. That's
He
crazy.
has like that IV like
Right.
going up
Right.
around his
He
arm and stuff.
probably
Like, what
did
is
something
all
to
of that?
somebody. But I'm here for it. Dude, like
Yeah.
I was here with Silent Hill 2 remake, Silent Hill F, also very good. And I just think I'm on the train. Like I think they have the stuff if they as well if they're putting in what they did with this with the others, obviously with the Annapurna thing. I think we're because we had guessed it when they announced it. I would expect this to be a little bit of a smaller game. Um,
Hmm.
so respect to that. I mean, some of the best Resident Evils, the majority of them are like 10 hours. Um, as long as that narrative hits, the only thing I don't want is just never go back to what that free one was. Good God.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. Or yeah, the streaming one and that free one that we
right.
played, that was really
That
bad.
was
That was
rough.
really very bad.
That was rough.
Um,
Yeah.
but yeah, and I would actually appreciate a shorter one as well. Like
Yeah.
while I do like the aesthetic and I did have a good time in the time that I did play Silent Hill 2, I decided to stop playing it. Yeah,
That's
I
fine.
just realized I had so much more to go.
Right.
It is very obviously, even though it's remade very
Mhm.
well, it still feels like an older game in the
That's fine.
way that like the characters speak to one another, like the way the
It is
dialogue is
early
written and stuff
2000s.
like this.
Like
Yeah,
that
big
is the
time.
first Linkin Park CD made into a video game. Like
Yeah.
it's great.
and it just got to the point where I was like, I experienced this and I'm happy with the experience. I don't have to play the rest of this game.
So let
but
me ask you this because I'm
um
curious. Obviously, we haven't seen it. I have no idea what the game even is. But
mm,
Bloober Team going on a great run right now. Their next game is going to be a remake of Silent Hill 1.
Mhm.
I don't know if you're familiar with whatever that. I have no idea who the
I
protagonist is.
never played it or anything. Yeah.
Do you think you tried that out or no?
So I'm not sure, man, because if I felt that way about to, like,
It's
would
gonna
I
be older.
just be wasting my
It's
time?
gonna
It's
be older.
only going to be
Yeah,
older. Yeah,
for sure, for
yeah.
sure.
And then so I might just be setting myself up for failure. Like,
That's
if that
fine because
happens,
obviously they're going the
I
other way
played,
too.
and because I played too,
Yeah,
because it came on not Game Pass, on PlayStation Plus,
right.
is
That's
why
what
I
it was.
played it in the first place. I was like, oh, they're dropping this. Like, of course I'm going to play it. So
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. Like me not playing that, especially like we said before, like not in our position, me not hopping on that game when it's made available to me for free or for
right,
something that I'm already paying for,
right.
I'd be silly to not hop on it.
That's
So
right.
yeah, I mean, it definitely deserved the chance, and it performed. It was such a fun game. Like going through, I was creeped out, all that stuff, but it was getting to the point where I was like, all right, how much time do I have? You start Googling, like, how long is a playthrough
It's a
of
trap. I
Silent
do it
Hill
all the
2?
time.
So, like, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, dude. And I was like, I saw how long, and I looked at my time, and I was like, I'm done.
The
So,
only game I've looked at for that like surprised me in the positive sense was Expedition 33. Because
uh,
it's such an RPG, right? Like those are the
yeah,
like the big things at max that thing's 30 hours. At
yeah,
max.
it's
And
not the
that's you really going
longest.
for it. It's really
It's
not that
not the
bad. Yeah,
longest.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Respect to
Oh,
Expedition.
man.
Great game.
It's perfect, though. No longer, no shorter. You just stay the way you
Oh, for
are,
sure.
Expedition
We love
33.
our some
But,
games should be long, some games should be short.
and then there was like I love Silent Hill F. I had a
Yeah.
great time with Silent Hill F, and
Yeah,
I did play that all the way through.
you did.
Um, at least to the first ending. I know there's
You
more
get
and things
credits,
like
bro.
this,
You
but
got
like
credits.
I played the whole game though.
You got a trophy for
So it's
getting
not
it to
like
an
I'm not a
ending.
fan
Right.
of any Silent Hill games or anything like this, and I am looking forward to this one
I
for
was just
sure.
about to ask, from what we see here, assume nothing else is launching around it. You think
You
this is it? You think you're copping it on
It's
this?
new, you know,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
new.
Because
The
right now
last new
they're
game of
one for
theirs that
one
I
for you
played,
on the new games.
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah.
Okay, okay.
So I'm with it, man. Give it to
Hell
me
yeah,
for
hell yeah.
sure.
Because that's another thing in terms of like how long since we've been podcasting, you haven't done a lot of survival horror or really horror in
Mhm.
general in terms of games.
Right.
So like I was very excited for you to hop in on Silent Hill F with
It's probably
us.
like Alan Wake.
Alan Wake.
Going
Yep,
into
yep, yep,
Alan
yep,
Wake
yep.
2 was like one of my like real first ones in like a
Hell
long
yeah,
time, if
hell yeah.
ever, and stuff like this. So like, yeah, um, yeah, yeah, and I'm excited to get into more because, oh man, yeah, I really like put myself in the mood to be scared,
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah, I'm
and
with
I
you.
worry about that with games because it's just more immersive than like sitting there
For sure.
watching a movie or something
Yeah,
like that for me. Like I know that the movie's not going to get me.
yeah,
I'm kind of getting got in the game though. You know,
for sure.
like it's
It's
different.
they
It's
coming
different,
after you.
man. Yeah, yeah. And like I can control not being like caught by the monster
Yeah,
and shit like this. So like it
for sure.
is like this extra stress for me. And ooh, so yeah, I'm with it. I'm
Okay,
with it.
okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna have a spot for honorable mentions. No, actually, yeah. So one last thing I'm gonna bring up before, because I know you said you have some small notes on other things. I imagine one of the things you have notes on is they did give us a new look at Saros.
Yeah.
It looks good. To put that very plainly, there's not a ton of new stuff here. Uh, they do show you a bit more of the gameplay system and the things you're able to
Right.
adjust in terms of like if you want it to be more difficult, what that reward give and take is going to look
And
like.
the balancing of
Yeah,
it and stuff like that. Very cool stuff.
yeah,
But like you also get an idea of like how the pacing is going to be like with the
yeah.
combat and stuff like that. If that I didn't know before. Maybe I missed a gameplay thing or something.
Huh.
But yeah, yeah, the pacing and the combat looks like really cool. The way that the world shifts from one side to the other and how that's going to change up gameplay as well as aesthetic, of course,
Yeah.
looks super awesome. So, and I still think Rahul is going to end up. I mean, see, I put him on my bingo card. I
You put
put
him on
all
his
my
bingo
money
card.
on
He's
him,
gonna do
bro.
great.
So,
He's
yeah,
gonna do great.
yeah,
From everything we've seen here, and I mean, like we've seen him in like live action things that he's been awesome. We talked about what was it,
yeah.
House of
Just
Usher
grading
most
those.
recently.
That's
Um,
my favorite one of his.
oh,
Yeah,
he's a
the
banger.
cat, man.
It's
Oh, the
crazy.
cat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's some shit. That's some shit.
Whew.
Um, but yeah, man, I think we're gonna have something pretty cool on our hands here. Um, and yeah, in terms of like smaller things before we get to the finale here, just a couple of things. Crimson Moon. What did you think of
Right.
Crimson Moon?
So upon reading the blog and what was
Mm,
on at first look at first glance, it looks really cool. And then
mm,
I saw that it was because this is an action RPG. If
of
anybody
course.
didn't see the trailer already, it is an action RPG. It looks a little bit like a Souls like. It's just the action RPG. It is not a Souls like.
Right.
But it does look like you have, your dodging, your parrying, your abilities, things like this that you would expect from
Fighting
something in
big
that
enemies.
genre.
Yeah.
Right, right. Like that probably with big health bars and stuff like this. You might get some Latin in there a little bit later. Who knows? But especially with knights and things like this,
Right.
right? But then you find out that it's co-op and they show that second player, and I was like, oh, this looks pretty cool. And come to find out, co-op is going to amplify the intensity, PlayStation blog says, with dynamic difficulty scaling and enemy composition. So,
Okay.
like each time that you go through, it's going to feel different
Well, that's
because
awesome.
the enemies are going to be adapting to your gameplay and the way that you play and stuff
Okay.
like that.
That's
And
awesome.
I think that that's really cool. And it's only going to be more difficult, of course, if you have more people in there, which is kind of Souls like as far as their multiplayer goes. If I summon you, the boss is going to be more difficult or
Yeah.
whatever it is. They're going to have some more health. They're going to hit it a little bit harder and stuff like that. And
Okay.
it sounds like it's a little bit deeper than that with this game. So I'm interested for
Yeah.
sure.
Um, Going off of the thing, I believe it's only going to be a two-player co-op. So
Mm,
I think that's going to limit it there. And I will say, whether it be joke
so,
or not, Justin did call it with you, so I'm not
yeah.
we don't
Yeah.
need that. And no hate to anything, I am fine not playing this. Uh, it looks cool. It absolutely looks
Yeah.
cool. And if Justin didn't, I would have talked to you about it for sure. But he did it, and I was just like, I'm not that upset.
Like, okay.
I'm not that upset. That's fine.
That's all
That's
right.
fine. I will say this to you, because there's been an injustice. No, not announced. There's not a new one announced. I'm sorry. Um,
There's been
me,
two, actually.
you're not wrong. Um, me and Justin played through the Little Nightmares 3 last year, and we're gonna be playing through
Mm,
Reanimal this year. I'm
of
calling it right
course.
here and right now. He doesn't get to, because I'm on the camera with you. Next horror game that we co-op, I call you.
All right.
There
All
we go.
right.
There we
I've
go.
never got one.
It's
So,
so
damn
it's
it.
unfortunate that it happened like this, because the only reason I picked it because he got me into Little Nightmares.
Hmm.
And that the reason, and so Little Nightmares 3 came out last year, not made by the people who make Little Nightmares. Reanimal's coming out this year, made by the people who make Little Nightmares. So it just happened that way. I'm not saying that's a right or wrong. I called it an injustice. Um, but there it is. The other unfortunate thing is there's a co-op game we all want to play coming out later this year that looks very much like what's the Daft Punky? You know the movie that thing's based off of? Like
What?
one more time. Like the blue alien people.
Oh, yes. And it's like Saturday morning
Yes.
television type
Like
stuff.
like
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's only Switch 2 exclusive. So, hey man, we need you for Dust Bloods, and I need you to remember that. Oh, there it is. There it is.
I, yeah, I want to switch to for Dust
Better.
Bloods for
There's still
sure.
no
When's
release
that
date
coming
for it
out?
yet. It's just
Okay.
2026 right now.
I can
Tomorrow. No, I'm just kidding.
make
It's just
something
2026 right
happen.
now.
Come
We were
on, Klarna. Sponsor us.
Sponsor.
All
Who's
right.
Klarna?
It's like a pay, like you set up payments for something that you buy.
Oh, I see. Oh, is that how you got
Mhm.
your TV?
That's how I got my big one. Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Um, but other than Crimson Moon, the only one I had other here that was like smaller to bring up is the Rayman and 30th anniversary collection. Um, I had a lot of friends who played Rayman when I was a kid. He's a beloved character. He's been out of the limelight for a while. The last time we saw him was literally that Captain Laserhawk show where he was shooting coke and addicted to strippers. Um,
Happens.
it happens. I mean, look how things are going at Ubisoft. I don't blame him. But yeah, I just wanted to bring it up because I love these things. I don't like own any of them. Capcom is the last one we talked about because they kept putting out like these collections of their fighting games. The one I do have like wishlisted is their Marvel versus Capcom collection because dude, that thing is awesome and I need that. But I love the attention to detail of like bringing up like there's like an unplayed demo of Rayman, the first game that you get to play in this. That's sick as hell. Obviously, multiple games spanning that were on different consoles now going to be brought together, and there's a lot of stuff talking about the history. There's literally a documentary in the game of it, just of the making of Rayman, and that's so cool. Like we talk about video game preservation, that's a big part of it too. Of learning about like what went into it and whatnot. I know a lot of us probably think of like Nintendo with those things just because like they're the oldest, so they have the most to say about those older games that are like, dude, the making of Mario, that's huge. But dude, this is cool. This is cool. I don't know actually how much involvement Ubisoft has in it because like I don't know, but it looks cool, and I just wanted to shout it out here because it looks neat. I'm not.
Yeah,
Did you ever play
my
Rayman as a kid?
I think I've told you about my Rayman. There's like certain things that are like linked in my head because they
Oh,
were going on at the same time. Follow the Leader from Corn came out in
you did.
1988,
That was
and
recent that
Rayman
you told me
2.
about that. Yeah.
Yeah, and Rayman 2 came out in 1999, and I have a vivid memory sitting in my room. I was in middle school at the time, and sitting in my room, and I just had Follow the Leader on repeat as I was playing through Rayman
Banger.
2, and it's like one of my probably like top gaming experiences ever.
Okay.
Um,
They should
it
include
just
Follow the
stays
Leader
in my
with the
mind.
collection.
Yeah, they should. They should absolutely.
That'd
So
be
when you
amazing.
do this, when you do volume two, when you come out with two, include Follow the Leader just completely on repeats all the way
Oh, yeah, dude.
through
Just Jonathan
Rayman
Davis.
2. They should
Are
have
you ready?
like a mode. I was ready. Yes.
Suck it. But what other small
So
ones you got before we close this out?
um
Or if any.
I think I think that was it. Let me take one last scan.
You're
Sorry
good,
about
man.
it.
You're good. You're good.
No, yeah. Yeah, we are good to go. Good for like Legacy of Kane fans.
Oh yeah. I
I was
touched
never a
one.
big
I
one.
checked it out from Blockbuster, and it's neat. If
Yeah,
they
I'm
if they
happy
made
for
a new one,
y'all.
I'd be curious. But yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's different. Happy for Dead or Alive fans.
Oh, I forgot about
I
that.
thought it would be a little bit more upresed than what it is.
So we didn't see
But
actual
no.
gameplay footage of what the new game is.
And for Loop, I'm not too sure.
Right.
Gotta wait and see. Gotta wait and see.
So
That's that's all I'll say about
little behind the
it.
scenes baseball here. I originally I watched this showcase twice today. Um, when I'm on the stairs at the gym, I need something to distract me because it's more of a thing. Like, yeah, I feel it in my body. It's great for cardio. Your heart's pumping, you're sweating, and all that good stuff. My mind can't know I'm there. My ADHD rattled mind is like, dude, you're keeping. It's my brain's like a Mr. Meeseeks. I'm not supposed to be in existence this long. Um, like a lot of like shows will do it and whatnot. I wasn't sure how a showcase would do. I was doing great with the first few announcements. When we got to what is it called? That last thing you just said that you're not sure about
For Loop.
for loop. Um, it took 2 seconds. It's like I hate that I'm bad. My mind was literally like, we're on the stairs. I was like, God damn it, you're killing me. Um, it looks like it could be really cool. Like if they end up popping off with everything that seems promised there, but at the same time, it looks like a lot of things we've already been playing, man. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if it ends up popping off, we're multiplayer people. Um, but yeah, so let's go into what they closed the show with. The first thing here, because it was a one-two punch. God of War trilogy remastered. They brought back the original voice of Kratos to announce this, um, and it will be a full remake of the trilogy. And it is just being announced now as in production, and a little sad about that because I'm just like, man, people have been asking for this for a while. We're just getting started on that.
Yeah.
We're just getting started on that. But at the same time, like it's happening, and I respect it, and it should happen. It should exist, and honestly, I'll probably buy it if it looks
Yeah.
if it
No.
I got to see what this
It
stuff looks like, but for sure, I think that's a fair bet. Um, do you have any thoughts on the trilogy before we go on to what the actual
Yeah,
is?
I trust them so much. Like I
I
trust
mean, it's
them
all they
so
make.
much to like upres this stuff and for it to just be awesome. I don't think
I think it's a
and
from the
it
ground remake. I
it
think it's
being
being completely
remake
remade. Yeah.
too, and it's like and for like so when the trailer first started, you can obviously tell it's a God of War thing just by like the text and like the background
Yeah.
and things like this. But then I saw the three. They showed the three first, and
They did.
I was like, "Oh, they're just doing God of
Just
War
remaking
3."
God of
And then
War
it
3.
said trilogy, and
Yeah,
I was like, "Yes,
you're right.
yes,
I
dude! Like
also fell for
that
the same
is
thing.
what I want.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
so much. Because I mean, another one of like my best experiences ever was playing that first God of
They're
War.
classics. Yeah.
I love those games so very much, and it's not that I don't love the Norse stuff. Like it is undoubtedly amazing,
Yeah.
and like the level of storytelling that they get to
Oh, it's
with
better.
that
Yeah,
is
it's
crazy. Yeah.
100%.
But I love Ridge Kratos, bro. I
Yeah.
love Murder Spree, just Murder
Let's
Hobo
get them.
Kratos. Like he's
Let's get them.
amazing. He's amazing. He's the bad guy, and you
He
get to
is.
play as him,
He
and
is.
it's awesome. I mean, the gods are kind of assholes too, but like he's only so justified to do some of the things that he
Right. I
does.
mean, but at the same time, like his
So
family was like stuck to his body. Um,
yeah, but he did that. He did that.
he was away with war. But anyway, we'll play through it.
He chose the
Um,
power.
oh no,
But
you're not
yeah,
wrong.
man. Yeah, I'm so excited to have that back. Absolutely.
And I,
Yes.
because it's going to be our first time for like, imagine all of us, going back to that original after playing the Norse stuff. And that's going
Right.
to be interesting. That's going
Yes.
to be really
It
interesting.
will be.
Because really
Yeah.
the only
Just everybody
reference you
be
get,
ready.
yeah, the real only reference you get to those original games and the newer ones is, of course, Zeus. We see like it's like in the clouds or
The
whatever when he's in
ghosts
hell.
or whatever. Oh yeah.
And then we also see, is it Aphrodite?
Athena.
No, that's yeah. I was like, that's the sex one. It's Athena.
Yeah. Yeah.
When he gets the blades back, um, he killed all of them. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. It's kind
But
of
you
a
know what?
thing.
So Ernest, you know what's going to be remade? Those sex games.
Oh yeah. We got tap circle, bro. Fucking-
Oh,
yeah. Yeah.
Zeus. He doesn't say that in there.
But the other thing too is that like so I've told my son and my nephews have all played the newer God of Wars, the Norse
Fair. I
ones,
mean, yeah.
and I've told them like, man, just like for the sake of the story, you got to go back and play the old ones because like you have to understand what Kratos went through to
Who he
really
was.
receive the full
Yeah.
impact of who he's turned into now and him being a father
A
and
devoted
loving
father.
his son the
Yeah.
way that yes loving his son like with the way that he does is insane considering where he came from. um it's one of the best character arcs in gaming, if
Yeah.
not the best,
And
like
Siege.
rage Kratos to father Kratos at the end
And it's
of
a completely
the
different
last
type of
game that we had.
game. Because it's just
Right.
an action game, not an action RPG.
It's hack and slash. It's
Yeah.
straight action.
100%.
Yeah, hack and slash.
100%.
Yes, absolutely.
But it's
And
awesome. It's very cool.
but it is awesome. It is awesome. So I'm excited.
Are you ready
Yes.
for this? Are you ready for what else is awesome? So, folks, what they closed the show out with was more God of War. And if you recall, on someone's bingo card, new game from God of War franchise. Right there. We got it. We got a new game announced. And not only that, it released today. So it's already going to be out for everyone watching this episode. Um it's out. It is a Metroidvania. It is in the Greek times. It is Kratos, young Kratos before he got his first wife and everything
Just
there.
as a Spartan.
Just as a
Yeah.
Spartan.
Just being a Spartan.
Um
Yeah.
it like my thing with this, because I do think it's really cool, and it is I think it's 29.99. Might be 20.99. Having this in the same showcase as my new Castlevania, I was like, oh bro, that I would have been really excited. That new Castlevania. First of all,
it's still
it's
awesome.
still
It's
it's
still
super cool
awesome.
because, like, granted, I know it's not 100% what you want from them, because you would like them to do other franchises. But
But it's cool to see them do
obviously,
something else,
if
though.
you have the one thing and you do different things with it, that's also cool too. As we were just saying with what we get with the Norse God of War, from what because it's the same studio that did the original. And now we're getting a Metroidvania in that sense. And again, story wise, it's young Kratos. It's him at the very beginning, bare bones. I'm guaranteeing you he's gonna trust somebody. They're gonna betray him. He's gonna be mad. Uh, that goes for the original trilogy too. But it looks sick. It does look really cool. It just in terms of like actual art design, I prefer what you see with that animated style of your Castlevania, and it's something I didn't ever expect from a Castlevania. I didn't think we were ever getting new ones. But this is cool.
It's a
This is
tad
honestly
bit
cool.
more like pixel
Yeah,
artish
100%.
type
A hundred
situation.
percent. It's
Yeah.
leaning much more into the pixel side of things, which is not bad. It does not look bad by
Yeah.
any means. It looks cool. It's an interesting idea. Again, it's out now, which is honestly it's sick. That's so cool. Um, yeah, what'd you think of this one?
Oh, I think it's awesome. I
Yeah,
think that is really cool because I've talked about Santa Monica and me wanting to see like what else they have in their bag, man.
yeah,
Because we have the hack and slash Kratos, we have the action RPG Kratos, and those are only so far removed from each other.
right,
They do, while they are different types of games, and like it felt like they were going in the same direction.
right.
This feels like we're at least turned a little bit,
A
like
little bit.
seeing them do something new like this, it does feel fresh. And it's what I've been asking for so long. So I'd be messed up to complain about this,
For sure.
right? But
For sure.
also just getting like a new portion of the story because we only know so much about him before all of this
Yeah,
happened. And I'm not sure anybody was like really asking for it, but I don't think
I don't know
anybody's
either.
disappointed in it either. Like it's not like, oh, this isn't what we asked for. Everybody, I feel like everybody should be like, dude, awesome that you're including this, that
Yeah.
you can go back and give us that part. And maybe we end up seeing like things in common that he has with his son that we know, stuff like that.
Yeah, they
Like,
can start
who
bridging the
knows?
because they're
Who
pretty
knows?
separate. The
Right,
Greek world, Kratos, and all of that, and
right.
then Norse,
Right. He's just
understandably.
you just kind of know that he's haunted by the things that he had
Yeah,
done
and they hint at
before
it.
if you've only played the Norse ones, but
Yeah,
like aside from that, like there's not too many remnants of his past life. So getting this leading into the trilogy and then who knows, like maybe all of that leads us to play the Norse ones again or something
I
because
mean
those are
maybe
definitely
I
replayable and
do.
I'm sure like they stand up and stuff like it's great.
So when you get to the end of God of War, Ragnarok, and when I say that, I do mean Valhalla, the DLC that they
Mhm.
released for it. Um, there, it does kind of put a nice cap on things. We do get characters potentially in a relationship, stuff like that, and learning about maybe we're at peace, maybe we're okay. Like essentially, kind of like the whole Atreus going off doing his giant thing. Maybe that's just him going off to college, and we're just gonna have to learn to live without the kids in the house.
And like empty
Um,
nesters,
right,
yeah.
exactly, 100%, 100%. It's just like we killed Atreus' kid. Got a war. That's just how it goes.
Yeah, to
I want to know.
come.
I want to know. I want more. I do want more from this world. As much as because I agree with Ernest. I was very against him on the point of I don't remember the full discussion, but I was just like they've done enough to show that like it's fine that they have the one IP, and I still think it is fine. It's not a negative. Like it's a negative if you have the one
Because
IP
they
and it
do
just
well with it,
fails. Right, right. They do
Yeah.
something good with it. They swing with it, and I fully believe in them. And like every one of these, there's a narrative aspect to that, and we love that too. Um, but yeah, I'm very curious where we're going in the future. Obviously, we're spending some time in the past. That's not a bad thing. It's been a long time, at least for me, since I went through any of those older games. Um, I know they're hack and slash. It is robust violence, and
Yeah,
you do not
it's
have a lot
brutal.
of games where you just get to go one on one with Zeus, and it is epic. It's some epic shit. It's
It's
some
the
epic shit.
most epic.
It is so
Oh,
good.
dude, the Poseidon. Oh,
The horses, yeah,
I
yeah,
can't
yeah.
wait. I can't wait.
Hell yeah.
Gosh,
Everyone,
gosh.
Gaia
They
seems
start
nice,
off
but
the
she's gonna
game
betray you
like that, bro.
immediately. Yeah, I
It's
remember.
crazy.
I remember. And
And
like
let me
pulling
tell
them
you
out.
about Ares. Let me tell you about
Oh,
Ares.
bro.
No, that's the
Um,
whole first game. This is wild. It just escalates
Apollo.
from there, man.
Dude, play Valhalla. Oh man, play Valhalla. The DLC, it's free. I don't know if you own God of War, right? Oh, you don't
I
because you
do.
borrowed it from me.
Yeah, I have it.
Oh, is it on the subscription?
No, I bought it digitally, so I just re-downloaded it.
When did you buy it digitally? Because so I lent it to you, and that's how you beat it, Ragnarok.
Oh no,
Yeah,
didn't. Oh, I played the
you played
first
the first
most
one
one
before we were
during
like really
COVID.
friends, so I'm
During
sure you owned
COVID,
that.
yeah.
But Ragnarok came around because that was the same year that Callisto Protocol came out, and I lent you Ragnarok. I lent Justin Callisto.
Then maybe I don't,
I don't
but
know.
I think it is part of the subscription though.
I would hope
So
so. If we're getting Spider-Man
yeah,
2, I
yeah,
would sure hope so.
yeah.
But the Valhalla DLC is free. As of course, obviously you have to own the base game. It's like a 5 hour thing, really. It just, especially now that we know we're going to the past, I'm telling you, dude, it's so good. But yeah, dude, we love God of War, regardless, and it's some awesome stuff we got here. And again, we're gonna know in a few weeks if I have bingo. We're gonna know. We're gonna know. I now because of like that lineup, because I'll tell you this right now, I did not think about my placements. That just kind of
Did
happened.
you just start at the top left and like go down,
Yeah,
like go across? Oh
yeah.
gosh,
But it
wow.
makes it even more special if I win. We're gonna
Yeah, I
see.
put mine
I know
strategically,
you did.
like
I know you did. I
easy
know you
ones
did.
across
Because we
from
even
each other
talked
and
about it
stuff.
before. But when we got
Yeah,
into it and I realized like how long it can take to write some things down, I was like, oh shit, we're just going. We're just going. Um, but Ernest, we've wrapped it up. That is the state of play, first state of play of the year. Really strong showing. We had a lot to talk about
awesome.
today. Lots of things
Yeah,
to look forward to. We got dates. We got a lot of dates for stuff this year. And that's what we want when our showcases are at the beginning of the year. So,
right.
dude, our dates are filling up. We have a Neva DLC dropping next week. Bless you to my cat who just walked on by. That means it's time to go. I feel slightly bad because Justin was like, dude, when y'all are done recording, we can play Overwatch after." I was like,
Shit, this took a
maybe,
while.
maybe.
Yeah.
He's no longer on the PlayStation, and I heard him call Koopa, so I think he just let her out for the last walk of the night.
Oh, the
Uh,
baby,
oof.
the baby Justin.
The
I'm
baby
sorry.
Justin. Oh, we love him. And whenever you watch this episode one day, or your friends tell you about it, just know we care about you, but not as much as God of War and winning bingo. I'm just kidding.
Now, when
But
you said that, you lost me at bingo. So yeah,
I might be losing you at bingo, baby. What's up? Um, but to see if I'm gonna win bingo, to see what other things we're looking forward to this year, what our thoughts are on these games, on anything nerdy, really. Ernest, where can the people find us?
nah, find it yourself.
You're saying that to the viewer?
Yeah, I am. I am. They're in this with you. So, but I guess if you'd like to stay up to date with the show, you can find us out here on all these social medias, baby. Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, X, and YouTube. And if you'd like to reach us directly, you can find us at life is storytelling at gmail.com. We appreciate any and all feedback. We fucking love you.
We love you so much. We'll be back, of course, next Thursday with more gaming content. We don't know what we're covering right now. I honestly have no
Mhm.
idea. Maybe something will pop up. I do feel like we're probably going to get a little break here from showcases, but I've been wrong before. But we'll be talking games, so we'll be here, same time, same place. Ernest, thanks for tuning. No, why did I did this last week? Ernest,
I'm
thanks for
happy,
hanging out,
man.
man.
I
Thanks
always
for
tune
hanging
in.
out.
Yeah.
Thanks. Thank you for tuning in. But viewers, thanks for tuning in, hanging out. Let us know what you think of the state of play and what you're most excited for. And for news, reviews, and everything else, stay tuned with us, man. Y'all have a great weekend.